There it is. Oh, this new way of starting things up is working so much better. Just letting it go to a black screen briefly, letting the record button pop up, and then hitting the stinger and bringing everything back in is fixing my problem! And I love it! Ah! I was trying to do too much at once, was the issue.
Oh.
Okay, you're all there, good. There was a moment where I was like, is everyone gone? Because that's a new problem.
Well, we let him have his perfect
Yeah, I know you all.
opening.
Yep.
Yeah, my excitement now feels embarrassing because of that silence.
Oh, no.
Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to derail us like that.
How could you do
I was
this?
very much expecting just a silence and then a, yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that's... I'm really happy.
That's great,
right
Logan.
now.
I muted myself to be respectful.
That's nice of you.
Aw.
But no, I've been experimenting. I did it last game too. We had some technical issues there too, but I hit a button, it goes to the black screen, it mutes us, it makes us record, and then once I see that it's recording, then I hit the stinger button, it brings us back in, turns off the black screen, and it's way less load intensive because it's not trying to do a million things all at the exact same time, and it's better. It's good. It's good.
You're
It's
good.
good. You're good.
Yo.
Oh, hell
Fuck you. You're good. Fuck you.
Oh. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's right. Alrighty. Ow.
Same.
Anyways, hello people. Welcome back to Vestige of Ophiuchus, Campaign 1, The Cauldron, Session 131. We got a picture of the assassin gunner art hanging out on screen, being all like, "I'ma get you," even though they haven't been around for 2 games. There they are, be like, "I'ma get you," even though that wasn't
So
even the
that's
same
what
one.
I'm wearing.
They're dead now.
Yeah, no, well, one of them's dead. You haven't even. That's technically not even a person. They're just an idea.
Ridiculous. No, that's the
Oh.
one that upset me, and they're dead now.
No, that's not. They dress
No, it
just
is.
largely the same.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's the one
It's
that
okay.
hurt my
It's okay.
daughter.
That one's dead and he's naked somewhere in the forest.
Hell yeah.
It's
Good
true.
job, good dignity.
Unless a
Good.
dinosaur
can't-
got him.
You know what?
Oh.
I really this is what I hope. I hope one of his friends found his body and then a dinosaur promptly ate them both. That is my hope.
God.
That is my
Oh.
headcanon. I'm gonna go write fanfiction.
What if
He just like looks down like, why is he naked?
What if his,
Oh, yeah.
what if his friend was nice?
Fuck him.
Fuck him. I don't care.
I won't.
Should have been friends with an asshole.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Choose better
Yeah.
friends.
Choose better
Make better
friends.
friends.
Or get eaten by a dinosaur.
So, today, we are coming back into the, the group had done their searching. They had, for the first time, used the mansion, Miriam's magnificent mansion. Been introduced to their rooms, the places that were within it, the amenities and locations and springs and food and giant pumpkin-sized strawberries and such that were available within his mansion. They then headed off. They went to they headed to Gefria Cardia, where they were hoping to hitch a ride to get to Pezodromos on the island of Nisitostema. Just to reinforce that, Pezodromos on the island Nisitostema. All right, we got that. It's been said at least 3 times over the course of the streams. All right, good.
The island of Tostitos.
The island of
Tostitos.
Tostitos. Very respectful. Very respectful to the Greek.
Guys. What is it again, sweet Logan?
Nisi
Sweet cherub?
to stemma.
Just once, all together.
It's 3 words.
Tostitos.
Oh, I didn't know it was 3. God damn it.
If you go in our vestige chat, they're
One
all
more
written
time.
down.
Do it one more time,
Nisi
but
Tostema.
say it wrong.
I'm done. I quit. I'm never gonna say
Now
the
say it
name
in
of
a British
anywhere.
Nixie Tostitos.
Now say it in a British accent.
I don't think so. I think that we'll leave it at the current difficulty. The group went there. They asked around about getting to Pezodromos. They were redirected to a Merfolk captain who ran a ferry back and forth between Pezodromos and the Cardia. They talked briefly to Thoriki, played by our wonderful friend who unfortunately cannot join us again today. They talked to him about the goings-on, found out that one of their leaders had been stolen, had been captured by the family and taken away relatively recently. They agreed to go on the boat. They helped to escort some cows across the Kydamonis Bay. And as they did, a planar despoliation occurred that caused something from another plane to be pulled into theirs, which turned out to be a big old Hydra. Giant big old Hydra that was really having a hankering for cows.
No.
They fought it off.
No!
And where we left was they were left with 4 cows upon the water.
Miriam, they ate our cows!
And that is where we were at that time. I'm going
Those
to...
weren't your cows. I'm trying to take everyone's
You
cows.
can't just take people's cows.
I
not your
don't hear
cows.
Thorky arguing. Do you? No.
Wow.
Breathing his cows.
Yeah. Oh no.
Let me have this.
You just ate a Thorky stealing his cows.
I know you just lost your
No.
cows, but I'm just gonna take this one over here because I like it.
No. I stay true to almond.
We're gonna go back to Almond. You're just gonna sing that to them all the time.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Alrighty, my friend fellas, as we come back into game today, you guys, for the sake of brevity, for the purposes of, I gotta get the screen up one sec. Boom. As for the sake of brevity, as we come back in, you complete the remainder of the trip, the roughly 1 hour, unless anyone has anything critical they need to do whilst on that boat, while recovering from the attack that had just occurred.
Oh right, I never turned off Holy Weapon. Hold on a second. I explode Holy Weapon.
Logan explodes.
I don't hit him with it, but he does get shrouded in a bright light and get perfectly held away.
Logan explodes as he was always meant to.
I'm still
sense.
sopping wet from falling into the sea after my attempt
Hey.
to be cool.
Okay. Could you?
Yeah, I'm not gonna-
The strangest thing I need to ask. Brayden,
I know. I'm here too. Yep. Yep.
What?
I need you to change the other half of your Discord reactive image.
Oh no! What? Are you serious?
Hold on, I'm going to Twitch. I never do this, but I'm like, I got
Wow.
That's
amazing.
Because
Fen respect,
your
Fen
your image when you're not speaking, when it's not lighting up, is Fenris. By the way, it is registering you as always talking. I think your gate is a bit low.
Oh no! I
But
watched that as well.
your
but also,
not
goddammit,
talking image, it was Fenris. Your talking image was Maxine. So Fenris was rapidly becoming Maxine.
What a world!
And
Because it was always meant to be.
and you are just in a
turns into
state
Maxine
of
when we tell her she can't
perpetually
have
lit
cows.
up, fam.
I've changed my
There,
gauge.
I think you fixed it.
Whenever we tell Fenris she can't have cows, she gradually turns into
Maxine.
What do you mean I can't have more cows? I'm sorry, I
it
didn't
wouldn't
mean
be.
to get so upset.
It wouldn't be Nat19 if someone didn't have to change their reactive image.
Whoopsie.
So do any of you want to do anything during that last hour trip back? As you all recollect yourselves, you rest, you get ready. The island is within sight. For the sake of time, it is currently Thursday, the 18th of September. The year is 758 of the Second Age, and it is 2 p.m.
Logan.
Yeah.
Just real quick, I want to make sure the effect from my the hide, the resist crit damage is like on Logan.
Sure.
Yeah.
I want to double check on account of 2 people wearing rogue shirts today.
Yeah.
He's correct to do so. We've doomed you all.
Let me
Yeah.
check
How
your
could you
I
effect.
have it
this?
equipped and everything, so just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. Man,
Also,
I was so
seeing
happy.
Vogan,
Yeah, it's there.
seeing
Okay,
Vogan's
cool.
at heavy, I'll also offer him a drink from the dragon vessel.
Give
Sure.
that back.
It's,
Uh-oh.
Cool cup.
yeah, my best friend in the world gave it to me.
He did not get.
I was talking about Miriam.
Sure, I'll drink it.
Miriam, do you happen
across this water like a stone.
to have a prestidigitation? I seemed and Fenris is like wringing out her
What?
hair. Prestidigitation.
There you go.
But I do like seeing you this wet. Prestidigitation.
Eye roll to eye roll.
God. Really?
But
Ew.
she looks good.
It looks kind of you.
I am correct.
Damn.
This is an objective statement of truth.
Okay.
Prestidigitation again.
What? Am I dry? What's happening?
I can only do a couple feet at a time.
Oh, hold on. It just slowly turns around, letting Miriam get every.
Yeah.
Not in an inappropriate way. Not in an inappropriate.
I will whisper to
Every nook
Miriam.
and cranny.
I rotate wholesomely.
I will whisper to Miriam.
Yeah.
I think Avi's upset because you didn't say anything about them being wet.
No,
I-
I would be hurt if I said that.
Just T-posing and slowly turning.
He would shatter like glass and it would be too easy.
Fenris, I'm so intimidated by
Yeah,
you.
some people pay for that.
Huh?
Prestidigitation.
Just T-posing. I'm just being a dick.
As you all.
Izzy, I
Is
think your mic is popping. or
Your mic
something.
is
Oh.
popping, or there's a
It's
cat.
popping, locking, and polka dotting. You need to fix that.
Alright,
Ah,
that's
and-
probably Weiss. She might be sleeping
Oh.
on the cord.
Oh.
I'm sorry, baby. One sec.
Mark,
Oh,
you
no.
bingo!
Gunshot.
We've.
Think of the red.
Look at the flowers.
I'm sorry,
Oh my
baby.
God.
It has to be done.
I don't have Alejandro here with his like gunshot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're someone
Oh
with
God,
a
I
good
know how she has the
soundboard
gun.
when you need them. I hate you, Cody.
Hear another shot and then silence. Is he?
Okay.
Is he okay? Nothing.
Doesn't sound like it's still doing it, or
It just happened again a
give it-
second ago, but I'm not.
Yeah.
It's not like constant. It's like intermittent.
We'll let you know.
Yeah, we'll let you know if we hear it again if it becomes a whole thing.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. If it keeps happening, you are out of the game though.
Yeah.
That's fair. We'll get pretty
Yeah.
annoying to listen to.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
It's annoying enough as it is.
Yeah. Like I don't want to add to it.
Yep. Punctuating the end of the dire encounter with the massive Hydra that you all just fought, there is the sound of silence as you all collect yourselves, heal each other, prestidigitation away moisture, and what have you. Which afterwards, as you catch your breath, there is just a very clear. As you see the merfolk Striddle finally horking over the edge of the boat, seemingly after it happens.
Driddle, is there any? Okay.
I go pet his back again.
I am a cleric. I am a cleric.
Uh-huh.
Can I like roll medicine to use my think tank and put something together that might ease this poor dude's sickness?
I don't know. What
just
sort
gonna rub
of
his
what
Do
sort
you
of
have
thing do you
ginger?
want to do?
Well, I must have spices since I cook, so I would take like dried ginger, grate it, and make like a ginger tea to try to soothe his tummy.
Would you
and
have
like
ginger?
maybe I am ginger. So yes.
Jeez, okay.
Listen, I don't want your fucking hair tea, okay? Like, ugh.
Listen here.
Icky.
And either that, or I would provide a bundle of stuff that smells very good, like maybe the incense, to try to dissuade the nausea.
As you do, as you go up and you try to, roll me, let's say a cook's utensils check.
What? Not medicine? This is. You know what? I don't know
You
why
are,
I'm
you
upset.
have been, you're like,
It's
I
the-
have cooking stuff.
the
That
same
was your
fucking
point of
roll.
entry
I
here.
was like, why are you arguing?
I don't know. I like to argue.
I know.
I get that.
Damn.
All right, let's go then. Let's argue.
I will. Let me heal this man.
As you go over to the sickly-looking merfolk and start to prepare a concoction that you hope will help with his seasickness, Keyman, who is trying to get his hippocamps to calm down, who is lashing the reins that he has on them, just turns over back to you like, it's not gonna do any good. He's had this problem for as long as I can imagine. He's not terribly good with the swaying of the boat back and forth. Apparently water doesn't come naturally to Striddle.
Oh.
Logan, real quick, do
Yeah.
you remember the names of the hippocamps?
Of the hippocamps? Or,
Yeah.
yeah, why?
No, I just want to hear you say them. I just want to know if you remember them.
Of the hippocamp? Of Framp, Slamp, and Stuglin?
Okay, cool. I just want to check.
Woo! Good.
Cool.
I
Why
was
is
like,
this
I would have
relevant?
been more confused, like, if you were, like, wanting the names of the cow.
No, no.
Belinda,
I have all of the names written down. I just
Merriweather,
wanted to see.
Chocolate. Look,
Those
No.
are wrong.
Oh, none of those are right.
One of them is
Samantha.
named Priscilla.
yeah, I
She's
said
the
that.
queen of the
How
devil.
The only
dare
one
you.
you know.
Yes. There's Hold on, let me check the fan.
I was gonna say,
I'm just
I
gonna,
have very
I'm
few
just gonna
notes,
rub
but I
the
have
dude's back.
notes.
He's gonna let it all out, and we're gonna have a good time. It's fine.
It's Theodore, Priscilla, Paprika, Elizabeth, Catherine, and Chad. And Chad's fucking
Chad.
dead.
Chad
So
and...
it's
Pretty sure Catherine is too.
Yeah,
Oh,
Catherine
no.
and Chad, the sea.
Poor
Oh,
Catherine.
Catherine. Not so great.
Never name your cow a sea
Damn.
name,
Yeah, that's what we're
Apparently,
learning.
yeah,
or
that's what we're
they'll
learning.
die.
Damn.
Striddle
would-
takes
who
the
goes stubborn?
concoction. I'm going to have them roll a Constitution save with advantage.
Aw.
If you keep your eye on the horizon, that'll also dissuade. And also, you might want to get your. You don't have ears.
Fucking. What did you just say?
What?
What do you mean I don't have ears?
Well, you do. I mean, not in the most standard humanoid sense. If you
What's
did
that supposed to mean?
No, I meant if you
You mean
didn't
standard humanoid sense?
I was merely. Do you have eardrums?
Yes, I have
was
ears.
No,
What?
eardrums. Eardrums on the inside. I was merely saying that if you have bad.
You're aware that we're not fish, right?
Yes. Yes, I'm aware. I was merely suggesting that you might have eardrum issues if you have issues with nausea and balance and vertigo. That's all I was trying to do.
Fenris, what's wrong with having weird ears?
Yeah, Fenris, what's wrong with having weird ears?
Who says I have
Fenris
weird
covers
ears?
her own ears.
No, you don't.
You don't.
Why
They're
are they
very
weird
nice.
now?
I
Well,
didn't say weird.
I didn't mean
What's-
weird. I just meant like 'cause she's saying that
Not
they're different.
standard human.
Not standard, like what she was saying. Yeah.
I was speaking from a medical standpoint and a medical standpoint
Oh,
only.
Fenris,
From a medical
You-
standpoint, I have ears.
Oh,
Yes,
Fenris,
but
you're
I-
feeling a
Sound like
little
a
punch
dick.
drunk from that Hydra. Hold on, let me lay you down.
Oh my god.
I'm
Don't listen to
She's
that. Don't listen to her. She's just a
fighting
little punch
fighting
drunk.
Nemric.
No, it's fine. Come over here.
Do you have eardrums? I need to know.
Yes. I'm pretty sure.
Well then, I would say look into that.
Into
Logan
my
peeks over the side of
eardrums.
the boat.
I I would be happy to do so, but I don't want you to think I'm marginalizing you for not having.
I'm unclear on the
usual
advice
ear
I'm being
structure.
given.
Oh, they're just a little unshrug is all. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Just drink your thing.
From a medical standpoint, she sounds like a dick.
A little bit.
Gross.
Oh, this was good. This is much. This is much. You know, it's wonderful. It's certain.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I stop fading at this moment when he barfs up what I have just tried to help him with. And then I just go with Nemric. I lie down face first on the boat.
I prop them slightly up so they don't. I prop them slightly up so they don't suffocate.
No,
Here.
Place me with the cows. That's how I would want to go.
Of course.
Hey, Striddle, why don't you get to navigating? Why don't you tell us where to? He just without raising his head, Striddle raises his hand and points at the island that is about a mile off. All right, thanks, lad.
Doing okay there, Vogan?
No.
I'll rub his back.
I hate boats.
Do you Vogan, do you want me to make you anything?
I don't want you anywhere near me right now. Oh,
That's fine.
It's all right, Osile. It's all right.
I'm no use. I'm no help.
You've helped out so much.
Can't even hit a fucking Hydra.
Oh no.
That was,
Wow.
Oh.
that was so uncool.
Oh, you're super cool.
You don't mean that.
I don't. I'm playing with you. Hold on. Look at the cow. Look at the cow, Osile. Look at the cow.
I'm gonna sob into fucking Priscilla.
They're still alive, right, Logan?
Yeah.
Priscilla's okay. Oh my god.
I know which ones died.
You guys continue. Unless there's something else that you need to do, you guys continue towards the island.
You could say Fen is the opposite of a happy cow right now.
Oh
shit.
Damn.
You know, Fenris, I heard that if you moo at them, that they'll find that very soothing.
I don't want to bother them. It seems like I've been getting on everyone else's nerves.
So just give them a little moo.
I think they are communicating.
Oh my god, Cody, I can't believe you did this to me.
This is the quality content you tune into Nat19 for here.
I'm so mad I'm laughing. Logan, can I kill Nemric?
Yes. Oh my god, please!
Damn.
How fucking dare you?
We keep going. Abby's gonna fly above the boat.
Just take it away, please.
Abby's gonna fly above the boat to try to, for lack of better term, get a bird's eye view. And I'm like, this is the only way to say this. Fuck.
On a bird joke is made.
Yeah, no. Mark your fucking fingers. But to watch for anything else that might come out of the water as they go, just so then she can tip people off, so then we don't get surprised again.
Okay. You guys continue onward towards the island. You travel for about another hour on the water during that time. Nothing else of any great interest happens. You approach a dock that is at the edge of the island. You can see from where you are when you go up, Avi, that the coast of the island has... You see a couple of these docks that probably correspond to the other villages that are more spread out along the bay, but this one appears to just be a simple... There's no town or anything around it, just a simple dock that is set up to receive boats, with a road heading from it off into the distance through a thick forested area. You can reference the map if you wish to. You can basically see where you're coming from. Thick forested area heading towards the cliff sides upon which Pezodromos sets into. I'm going to just, for the sake of it, just to give to the player side. There's that again. Boom. Oh, and you guys
Can't
aren't.
see nothing.
Yeah, you can't see nothing. It's right.
I've been crawling in the dark, looking for the answer. There we go.
Nice.
There we go.
Just to sing at it. Yeah.
There you go.
We just needed Miriam to sing for us.
You know what I'm actually gonna do here? I'm gonna go boom.
Boy.
Oh my god!
There.
I love the noises we make for really mundane stuff happening.
It's
For sure,
my
yeah.
favorite.
Yeah.
You guys are my favorite.
Got 'em.
No, you.
Y'all are bullies.
As
is
you
what
guys approach,
are.
you set on to Pezodromos. As you get off, the hippocamps go underwater as the boat comes to rest in the dock. They don't go off their reins or anything, but they just dip under the water, where they seem to be more comfortable. It is still around 2. That was kind of just the general time frame of the end of the trip, so it is still about 2 p.m. The sun is still high in the sky. It is still a warm day. As you arrive here, you see the forest ahead of you, but you see a clearing that stretches off past it toward a distant city that you can see the edges of from where you are. As you settle in, Striddle flees from the boat, goes onto the dock, and immediately leaps into the ocean and seems to vanish.
Oh.
Huh.
Vulcan jumps onto the sand.
Well.
And just lays there.
Are you feeling better now, Vogan?
Yeah. It's stable here. Even if it's just sand.
You're gonna love the trip to the land away.
Why? What's wrong with it?
Well, for me, nothing. For you,
What do you mean?
everything.
What's the matter? I've never
That's,
looked at a map before.
Well, I would wager at least a couple days by boat.
Oh,
You have to take a boat.
no.
So I got there.
I guess I'm never leaving. No, wait. My pilgrimage leads
I guess
there.
I'm never doing my pilgrimage.
No.
Oh, you have
I'm
to go
afraid
there.
so.
You have to go there and return by boat, probably.
I can always teleport us back. I'll save him that, but
Oh, I was trying to.
Miriam, you have to teleport us there and back.
I can't do
Please.
there. I don't know any teleportation circles on the land away.
Miriam, you have to learn how to teleport there.
You know what? It will be my utmost priority going forward.
Good. Do this for me, please.
I will fail you.
I will be forever in your debt if you do this for me.
I will kill for
Teleported there,
you.
but I've never been there.
Ah!
I believe in you, Miriam. I think you can figure it out.
Yes.
Wouldn't you like end up in a wall or something if we fuck it up?
I can only use circles. I can't just snap my fingers and take it somewhere.
I don't know how that shit works. I'm just assuming that you'd like leave a foot behind or something.
No, the circles are the safer mode of transport. They're
Those are more regulated.
particular, but if you can attune to one, it's pretty precise. Stops anyone who's capable of using them from messing it up, but there's like almost none.
I mean, don't you like know people in the land away? Couldn't you like talk to someone and ask them where a circle is? And
Even
then
if they
do that?
described it to me, I'd need to really spend some time with it.
Oh, okay, never mind.
You're sure there's not like a bridge? Like a really
Nope.
long bridge?
Definitely sure.
Yeah, we're really good at those. Although I don't want to go across another really long one again. Last time that happened, we lost everybody for like a month.
That's true.
A month for 8 days.
Yeah.
Or 8 hours.
A month right now. There's a slam as a large wooden box, one of the ones that was being kept on the boat, is slammed down on the dock by Keyman. He's like, "Huh! You all certainly are a lively bunch, I must say. How are you doing, Hobgoblin, Red Boy?"
I'm fine now.
He prefers spicy tomato, baby.
All right, spicy tomato baby. Are you feeling all right?
He thinks about retorting, and then he's like, "I'm fine, thank you."
Is
Perfect.
Logan? Is that what Mary Mist calls you? Are you her spicy tomato baby?
Mary Miss doesn't call me anything.
Wow.
Laugh when you say that.
Damn.
I'm just wondering if you have pet names. I'm just trying to know more about you.
What would your pet name for Mary Must be, Vogan?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Oh, you should start thinking about that.
I will. Later.
All right, tomato baby, good talk.
Say what? Say it again.
I said, all right, tomato baby, good talk.
All right.
Yeah, she
So-
could probably learn how to teleport you there.
It's not fair. You can call me names. I can't call you names. This is bullshit.
Tomato baby and friends. What's next for all of you now that you've arrived?
Logan, you have to call the episode that.
Well, we do need to seek the council so we can get an idea of what's happened with them. And then we're in hot pursuit of the troublemakers that preceded us.
Aye. In that case, might I make a suggestion? He slams his hand down on the large crate that he had with him. By the way, at this point, Thorky is like leading the cows off of the bridge, and to not try to steal the adorableness that he brings to him. Yes, he's singing that as he's going into the distance. There is a moment where, as you guys mentioned, the council, Theodosia, who was on the boat, stands from up on top of one of the larger crates, which was not unloaded. You see their wings go out.
Thank all of you, I guess, for, helping us out with that. We normally don't encounter that kind of thing in the bay.
That's good.
No
It's
problem.
been dealt with.
Oh, things seem to just happen around us.
Theodosia! What kind of chance do you think our new friends here of having an audience with the tribunal? She crosses her arms and quizzically inspects all of you.
It's not exactly up to me.
Isn't it?
No?
Shut up. Sorry.
Good luck with that. If I see you again, I guess I'll see you again. But, thanks, I guess.
And she takes off and flies off towards the Pezodromos.
It was a pleasure.
Hogan's still laying on the ground, just does a little waving motion with his hand in some direction.
distance, just
You get your sea legs at some point, spicy tomato baby!
Whatever.
you really best be hoping you see her again.
I mean, I was going to either way, but why?
She's a member of the tribunal.
Oh.
Good to know. Good to know.
Anyways, my suggestion. This stuff's gotta get delivered to a place that they keep all their foods and their goods at. They all share them like a big old community. The place that this gotta go to is called the House of Plenty. It's run by a fella named Mercury. He goes by the title of their Cognac Caiaphas. He handles the community's well-being and whatnot. I bet if you delivered this to him, might get you off on the right foot with the Nephilim.
Sure. All right. This box, House Plenty, Mercury.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
Box?
Avi will pick up a big old box. Yeah.
And don't
no,
you eat any
no,
of it.
No, Mary, put it down.
It's
There you
full
go.
of some
I
bits.
got it.
Bold of you to think I got it up.
Yeah, no, as you try to lift it, it is, you hear rumbling around inside of it as if, it sounds like a bunch of watermelons shifting around inside of a giant crate.
That's not too bad.
How do you guys want to transport this crate?
I'm carrying it in my arms.
It's a big old crate. It's quite large.
Logan,
Yeah.
take the other side.
Well, you can't do it yourself.
It's huge as fuck. Take it.
It's not heavy. It's encumbering.
Yeah. It's not that it's heavy. Just fucking lift it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you fucking go. Thank you.
With two of you guys. I mean, it's awkward to carry.
Rotate it.
But...
Oh, no, rotate it. No, left.
Pivot!
I'm gonna help, but I'm gonna be that person who isn't really actually helping.
Yeah.
Fred is running around trying to find a spot to grab onto that actually makes a difference, and they're like, I'm just here.
Yep.
I'll just watch as they all pick it up, and then I'm like, I guess I'll keep watch. And I'll fly in
I've
here.
never seen someone have so much trouble angling a cube.
I will let them do the manual later.
trouble?
I'll fly
You
into the air.
underestimate the highest standard.
Isn't a good grip?
To the left.
Shut up.
Well, I make these trips all the time,
No,
so maybe if you need to cross over this again, hopefully I might see you all again. I've enjoyed my time with you, but I am gonna get under the water and see to some business of my own before heading back.
All right, well,
All right.
be safe.
Once again, many apologies for. She'll bow her head. And-
For your gross misunderstanding of our anatomy?
Yes,
Wow.
I've not encountered Merfolk in my travels. It's wonderful to learn more.
Well, in general...
Phrenology, would you call that?
Hey?
Phrenology.
Oh God.
Not good. Bad science.
No.
It's fine. We don't encounter many people from the surface apart from the Nephilim anyways, so I completely understand. To me, you all look... oh, strange! Anyways, I'll be seeing you! And he leaps off the dock into the water.
Yeah,
Nice
we do look
meeting
weird.
you.
Yeah.
You know what's really weird?
What, you?
You ever
What?
look at you ever look at a dog's ear for more than 10 seconds?
I cannot
No.
say that I
Oh.
have.
You
Actually,
messed
yes.
up.
I can't say that I have.
Wild.
Oh.
Wait,
Like the inside or just.
It's just the longer you look, the more confusing it becomes.
Oh.
I feel like
Sunder
that's...
produces a pocket mirror and raises it to his own head, and his eyes slowly widen. Huh.
It's fine. It kind of works with any ear.
It's
Longer
true.
you
Ears
stare
are
at it,
fascinating.
The more weird they look.
They're
Yeah.
Sort of like-
extraordinarily complex.
I've got
They're sort of like
strange ears.
seashells in a lot of ways, if you think about it, just because of the way the channels work inside your ears and such.
Oh, why'd they do that?
That his ears perk up
Right.
and
My
then
ears
go
went
back.
back.
Aww.
Do they do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite often.
It's
Oh.
adorable.
Oh no.
They
Okay, they're also very squishy, which is lovely.
I miss jerky.
I miss
Thunder
jerky
Mine can
too.
go back too. Look.
I
I'm
hope
so
he's
happy I told him to go back.
Oh my gods, can you... I don't want to think about him and being in Honokuni.
He would have been miserable and then dead. And that's
Yeah.
not okay.
Those are
Fenris
two
is
things that I
head
don't
petting
like.
Lex. Excuse me. Fenris is head petting Lexi and then goes for an ear rub, ear
Wow.
massage, big ol' floppy ears.
You know, I hope he has become Lord Jerky of Stepped Under and is just ruling that town. That's all I want for him.
I wouldn't be surprised.
We're
I
talking
wouldn't
about a
either.
cat, right?
He's our tiger.
He's amazing.
Oh, I thought for the... A tiger!
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh!
did.
I thought for the longest time you guys had a pet cat.
I mean, I would like one, but you know.
Exactly, we have a pet cat.
Can't really check on
He's just
them
a
with
big
our schedule.
He's
Yeah,
very
not really.
demanding.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You're all dangerous.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You?
Obviously.
Let's walk. They're holding this big ass box.
I assumed we were
I know,
walking and
I'm-
talking.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
just floating over you guys. You guys are dangerous. Flies off.
Fenris is like the one who's like waving them in, like, go to the left. All right, back
Raining
now.
myself, hurting my back.
As you
No, lift with your legs. Lexi, no. That's like one.
it takes you guys a few hours
You're
to,
gonna
make-
get
to,
sciatica.
to travel down this road. It takes you guys the better part of a few hours. By the time you arrive, it's coming up on about 5, 6. The sun's still high in the sky, but it's changing. It's beginning
Eating
to
hours.
become the late evening.
Eating hours.
Yeah, eating hours. As you approach, you see, as you pass by, there is, you get onto a particularly high hill that lets you see effectively around this city that is before you. And the first thing you notice is there are, equidistant from one another, there are 8 obelisks that surround this settlement along the outside that all of you would immediately recognize are in a very similar sort of pattern and spacing as the towers that surround the cauldron itself. And they look almost similar. They look like they have a similar construction to the outside of the old world towers. You pass by one immediately, and when you pass by one, the one that you pass, you notice that it has the, among other symbols, it has the emblem of Vestius carved into it prominently.
Hey, girl.
I touch it and recoil and die. I'm like,
Well, that takes care of our Nemlik.
A Nemlik.
Our Nemlik. I'm sad. I can't
Nemlik sounds like
Sorry,
a type of enemy.
I'm still massaging your ears. I'm making your brain not work so good.
That takes care of our namely.
Sorry, just for my brain's 3D spacing. How close are these things together?
They are all surrounding the city. You can see the other ones, but they are like hundreds of feet apart from each other. But they're
Just
large.
do a quick little circle around this one, see if there's any entrances. Do you think there's like a mini Honokuni under one of these?
God, I hope not.
Oh.
Please.
Please, no.
Hono Mini? Mini Kuni? I don't know which one would be better.
No.
let's not look for
I
it.
think Mini
Bunch
Cooney's
of-
better, but also
Just
no
in-
thank you.
Just in case it exists, let's not look for it.
Are there tiny Nephilim inside? Hello? A knock.
It appears to be solid stone.
Nah, no fun.
This thing, for scale, this thing is like effectively a about the width of well, what would I say?
Figure like an industrial smokestack.
Kinda, yeah, basically that. It's about got like a 7-foot radius to it. It's not circular, but it is smoothed on the edges, and it does raise up about 35 feet and comes to a point at the top.
That's neat.
You think that's what the top of all those towers over there look like?
I don't think they have a top.
They have to.
The one inside said they don't.
Oh.
I mean,
Just like looks back toward the tower and it's like
In the distance,
kind of contemplate that.
you see it. You also see, because you're on the island at an elevated point, you see off in the distance there's another one beyond the island in the city that you also see. It's just this black line on the horizon rising up into space and vanishing.
You can't just keep.
I think they are as finite as they are until they aren't. Make sense?
I'll stop thinking about it.
That's probably for the best.
It is a lot to wrap one's head around.
A lot of the times when you encounter the unknowable, it's best to just accept it as it is, than go mad trying to make sense of it.
It's not what I'm being paid for.
Basically, honestly, that's a great way to phrase it.
Continuing forward as you guys move down the path past this thing in towards the city itself. The city that is before you looks like something that might have been described to you in ancient stories about warring gods. Those of you that have heard any ancient tales about battles that happened in old times might recognize this sort of architecture here as something you might have seen in old books, as painted on old murals. It is as old to this society as, like, the imagery of the Iliad would be to us. Its appearance is old, but it is indulgent. Stone pillars support networks of single-story buildings in the area, and when there aren't such stone pillars, there are just old brick buildings, all connected by networks of finely laid brick roads. Even from the outskirts of the city where you are, you can't see more than a block or two without seeing a creatively composed statue garden, or an art installation, water feature, or other seeming expression of artistic value or philosophical value. Coming into the city, you would also see near the center of it, of the lower section, I will remind you there are two. There's the elevated, what looks like stronghold area that is on a cliff, and then there's the city at the bottom of that cliff. You see in the center of the bottom area, there is a very large statue that even from here you can see rising up above the buildings around it that is depicting a well-known aspect of Vestius called the Fate Keeper, which is an aspect of Vestius that is depicted as more human than her normal demonic self, more prophet-like, that is known in certain stories to guide the world in times of disaster, to appear to warn mankind of impending doom. Some of you will recognize the sort of buildings here from the time that you spent in Tamirus' sunken city below Summergrass, because the architecture and buildings here look to be effectively identical to those that were in the ruins.
I've never seen anything like these before.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah, Vogan, Fenris, and Lexi. You will recognize the buildings and style of construction here as being effectively similar to the ruins that were below Summergrass.
Are they kind of like, just for my own
That's
visualization,
very
are
exciting.
they kind of similar to like Greek or Roman kind of architecture?
It is effectively Grecian, yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Cool.
And that was where I discovered like one of the depictions of the Pale Lady that I've seen, right?
Yes.
Okay. I stopped moping.
As a Vestius can turn into a human whenever they want. I gotta wear heckin' god armor in order to do it.
This is familiar.
Rude. Stupid gods.
Sorry.
Reminds me of where the Medusa-born were living.
Yeah.
What, when you guys went under Summergrass?
Mm-hmm.
I'm so jealous you got to go.
It was a lot of fun.
We got to
I wouldn't say that.
make you
was a
not
lot.
die.
No, that's true. I mean, we got Elma out of it, so I find it to be a pleasant experience.
And I got to die?
You died,
Sorta.
and it was, you know.
No, I died. Oh, fuck.
You did.
Yeah, don't do
That's
that.
right. How many times is that? That's two?
Too many.
Too many.
Miriam, too many, and stop it.
Less than you'd expect, though. Let's be fair. I think I'm doing pretty good.
Was I there when you died this time? I only remember reviving
Argo
you
saved me.
once.
No, it was
Oh.
Argo.
Good on him.
I do remember. I'm just remembering that whole adventure. That was interesting. I do remember you. I believe you fell unconscious when we were fighting. Oh goodness, Ixeri? I don't fucking remember. The fucking.
The Eyes of Ixeri.
The Eyes of Ixeri. Yeah. You fell, and Rory was so dramatic, like, get up, blah! It was incredible.
Why was I conscious for that?
I know, it was
I never
adorable.
Let him live that down.
No, it was really cute. And I was like, you can't pretend to hate my friends. You're adorable. Anyway.
And then there was when you guys bludgeoned me and Quintus into unconsciousness.
It was to help you.
I feel like I haven't heard enough
Indeed.
stories of this specific journey that you all had.
Nah, it's fine.
It was fun. But I'm so jealous you got to go below Summergrass.
It was very cool. There was a giant crocodile, and we met Elma, and then we met Elma's mom. You don't want to meet Elma's mom.
I get that.
She's very scary.
She's a monster.
True.
Yeah, she was terrible.
You're right.
He'll just like nod at she was a monster. It's like, cool, got that, noted.
Cool.
Cool.
Mood.
Can relate.
Samesies.
Who's
A
Elma?
house of plenty.
She was the Medusa born with the wings. You might have not met her.
I don't believe he did.
No, I have no idea what any of what you're talking.
We've had.
I'm sorry.
Platinum Estate's biggest celebrity for a bit.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, House of Plenty.
House of plenty. No, that's just a house.
All right, now a little bit to the left.
We're good.
As you-
An open space.
Entering into the city, you do find it is
well.
very sparsely populated. Doesn't seem to be nearly as many people here as there is space for people. As you pass, you do see Nephilim moving about, doing their own things. You pass by a couple that are painting. You find some that are moving goods from one place to another. They seem to just be moving about the area the same way any normal person would move about their normal city. Though the Nephilim are kind of mythologized, they seem mundane here.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's fish.
Where are we going first?
This fish.
It's a house of plenty. Offload this box. Even if we didn't want to, that thing's big.
We
Where
could
is
ask
that?
someone for directions.
Not me.
Hey,
Do
you!
it. Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Watch,
Hey.
Vogan, I'm right here.
A long-haired
point at
Nephilim with their hair, a long-haired Nephilim with their hair tied into a ponytail, stops abruptly. They seem to be painting the image of a garden. They pull back from their canvas. They turn over and look towards you. Yes.
Sorry for interrupting. Do you know where the House of Plenty is?
Yes.
Could you point us in a direction?
We have a delivery.
Oh, is that a new delivery of Sunbites?
Sure.
Yes?
I'm sure there's at least a couple in there.
No, they. Right. Sure. They turn and they stand from the stool that they're like sitting on as they paint. They motion over to a building that is peeking out of the top of some of them. It looks almost like a temple, but it's almost shell-like in its appearance. It's as if it's a giant conch shell that was like made as the central fixture of a temple being built around it. It's over there. If you deliver it to there, then it will be distributed as needed across the settlement. I'm sorry,
popular
you're
snack here?
outsiders.
Yeah, hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Greetings.
So there's like a popular snack around here? Because we had to kill a kraken to get them here.
I'm sorry, say again?
So
There's
is
a
this a
Hydra.
popular snack around? A Hydra?
Yes, certainly. There.
Yeah, Hydra, kraken, potato, pud, death.
They are not at all the same.
To me, they might as well be.
Yeah.
Yes. They're a rare fruit that grows below the ocean.
Oh,
Oh, that's really neat.
that's cool.
Wow. Oh, never mind.
Okay.
I had a stupid thought.
There are no stupid thoughts.
Were you going to ask them
No.
about their ears?
We are. If you wish to learn about our culture, that is our favorite thing to talk about. What would you like to know?
No, it really was a stupid question.
No, please do ask. I'm all ears.
Wow.
You are?
It's a figure of speech.
Oh, yes, of course. I knew that.
I mean,
So happy.
to confess, all I had was a momentary question of, bottom of the ocean, how did they get it? But I figured, that's why.
Oh, yes, you may not have met them. We have trade routes established with the Merfolk that live within the bay.
No, they give us a ride here.
That would explain why you have
That's
those,
it's a
yes.
stupid question.
No, that's not a stupid
Can
question.
I roll to hide?
Oh.
See, you made the mistake of causing them to wonder about what you might have asked. A mystery, if you will.
I just tried to get out of it. Oh my god.
Wow. Oh.
It's okay.
Oh, I'll be behind the box, I think, for the rest of this conversation.
Pay it, Finn.
I do have a question, actually, for you. So, have you? I guess we'll start with: have you lived here your whole life?
Me specifically? Yes. We, those of us that come into being at the Konya here, we do spend our lives here. I personally have been off of the island a couple of times, but as I'm not a member of the Fault Knights, I don't have much reason to move around the cauldron. Most of us just stay here.
Do you know if any Nephilim have ventured out of the cauldron?
Outside of the cauldron?
Yeah, established any, I don't know, cities or anything like that?
Yes, there are many of us that eventually choose to leave. Some of us are brought forth by the abiding heart with the express intention of spreading some of our ideals out into the world. There are Nephilim that, unless some tragic fate has befallen them outside, there should be those within your culture. They're rare,
We found
though.
the ruins of a city similar to this one here.
Oh,
but it
that's
was deep underground.
really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, my understanding of the Pezodromos is that it did not originate from here to begin with.
Oh.
In the
Right,
earliest
that would
days of the
make sense.
Cauldron's expansion, this place, Planet of Spoliation, picked up an entire city and dropped it here.
Wow.
We don't know much about it. Most of its records were destroyed. If you know anything about the Despoliations, you should probably know that they are quite violent. But we Nephilim, the ancient ones who established our culture here, who were assigned to stand guard by Vestius, we made this our home, and Pezodromos has been our effective capital ever since.
I've noticed
Very
the
cool.
city has towers similar to the cauldron surrounding it.
Oh, the markers! The old world markers, yes. They're similar to the towers you would have passed through.
Do they serve a purpose? Do they protect the city from despoliation or something?
That is precisely what they do. Them being here prevents the island and the immediate waters surrounding it from being affected by further planar despoliation.
Heat.
It would be very bad for us if, one random day, a volcano, for example, dropped in from the elemental plane of fire on top of our city.
It would be very bad, yes.
Yeah, that would be very bad.
Quite deadly.
Yes. It would be terrible. Such a waste.
Oh.
What?
Oh?
No, it just... I doubt it's connected, but it just made me think of the big-ass spiral fucking... Oh, goodness. What is it called? The place we're told not to go. Yeah,
thing
the
we're
mid-spiral.
supposed to
Mid-spiral!
Ah.
No, you're saying that a volcano dropping in, it just reminded me of that.
Oh no, that's not what hit there.
What did hit there?
Oh, that's where the world started.
Oh.
The
Wait,
more I
like-
hear about this thing, the cooler it is.
The whole
You
cauldron
mean-
seems to center around it. It's mid-spiral.
You mean the entire world, like actual world, or just like the world within the cauldron?
In a sense.
That is so neat.
Can you elaborate?
Well, there are certain things that you should bring up with the tribunal, but did you not know most people that come here come for this very reason? The world as you know it, its magic, the state of divinity, your freedom from oppressive, aberrant forces that you couldn't comprehend, it is all thanks to what began here. The mid-spiral, it is the... How should I put it? It is the crucible from which the order of your world was formed, in a way.
Whoa.
Oh, is that why it's called that?
We're taught the basics of it. All Nephilim are born with some general knowledge of it, but if you want specifics, you'll need to talk to the tribunal, and you might find that there is some difficulty in doing so, especially since the one that would know the most about it has been...
We heard.
Very.
We're hoping to fix that.
Oh, yes, I suppose I'm asking this late. You're not with those last ones that came, are you?
Oh, God,
No.
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 You
No,
certain?
I just stole their clothes.
Ignore his armor and guns.
Oh, yes, you
And
do.
my gun.
You are
And my
dressed to
gun.
look
And my
exactly.
gun.
You are.
Oh, no, my chest is different. Look, see? I can make it look whatever I want.
But no, we're not with them. We're actually here to hunt them down.
Well, please do try to take conflicts like that off of our island.
That's the idea.
In fact, I was actually hoping that once we got to a city, I could try to get something different.
You need clothing.
This is your best chance.
The House of Plenty is where you need to go.
Oh, thank you very much.
Is the House of Plenty like a shop or a bazaar or something?
Oh, we don't believe in, we don't have any, currency or form of economy here. We are ageless. There's much more room here than any of us need. The House of Plenty is where we pool our resources, our food, our clothing, our medical personnel, and what have you, and we make everything we have available to whomever needs it.
So you might say it's something along the lines of to each according to their need, and from each according to their ability.
Sure.
I fucking love this place.
That is very helpful. Thank you very much for letting us know.
You're
Would
very
one
welcome.
be able to acquire a fine metal or stone at this place?
Well, it's not something I would need, but we do have blacksmiths and artisans that would need such things, so maybe. We don't tend to stock anything of ridiculous value, though.
Oh, it wouldn't need to be too much. I think I would definitely like to take a look. Thank you for the information.
Certainly. Though when you say fine metal, you are from outside. Could you be... You see them get lost in thought. You're not... No, you don't know what the mid-spiral is, so you wouldn't possibly be asking about theosite.
Theosite? No, I,
Oh,
have
good,
not
you
heard
don't
of
know
it.
what it is!
What's theosite?
Yeah, exactly!
But like, what is theosite?
Alright, well, I'm going to go
It
back to
sounds
my
intriguing.
painting. I wish you all a good day.
Oh, but now we
you
are
too.
curious.
So
No,
we're
you-
going to.
I'm sorry, I am not going to answer that particular question.
I do have a question that you might be able to answer, though.
Oh, goody, what is it?
What's theosite?
Oh, you almost got me!
No. So you've mentioned that the towers around keep despoliations out. Do you know how frequently they tend to happen in the cauldron?
No, we like to say there's always one somewhere, especially
Imagine like an earthquake, yeah.
the cauldron is constantly growing in size. Originally, it was just that crater at the center, and then more things appeared, got dropped in, what have you, and the bigger it gets, the more despoliations there are anywhere at any given time. So,
I would have hated to have been here when the water showed up.
well, the water was always here.
Oh,
The water's effectively, like, looks out towards the other side of the island. You can't see it from here, but you probably noticed on your way in, you can't see the land on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
The towers separate us into our own little dimension here. And those waters, they seem to stretch off infinitely into the distance. One might think that they're empty. But maybe not.
I've swam in them once. I don't wish to again.
We like to think there's another land out there that is coming towards us as we go towards it.
Interesting.
Second side of the world.
After all, this is not... You see them kind of get lost in thought, as if daydreaming. After all, this is not the only one. Ah. Well, I wish you luck in speaking with the tribunal.
We appreciate your help.
I don't fancy your chances. but I wish you luck.
Okay, we've got a good in with Theodosia.
Really?
Yeah, I definitely think they like us.
Well, they like basically everybody, so that's not that surprising.
Yes.
Ah, you have an in, Miriam.
What? Oh, yes!
Surprised it took you that long.
I wasn't thinking about that right now.
That's understandable.
Anyways, we'll get out of your hair. Thank you, stranger.
Okay, goodbye.
Your painting looks gorgeous, by the way.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
So I don't know about all of you, but I'd love to. I don't know about all of you, but I'd love to get new clothes.
Well, that's where we're going. So.
I don't know. I think I look all right.
I mean, Nephilim chic. You'd probably pull it off pretty well outside of here.
Maybe.
Lot of white and black robes and heckin' and
I need to come out with like Thoric-y style armor, just big, just.
from what you've seen of the few Nephilim that you've seen, he is a weird fucking outlier. Like they are all way more discreet and like pseudo like otherworldly. He was just like a weird tank man.
Exactly. I need to be like, babe, I'm home. What's up?
Babe, I showed you my Pyros armor. Please respond.
Ooh.
As you guys head towards what you've been has been pointed out to you as the House of Plenty, as you come to it, it's like a very large open garden concept area. One sec, I'm just gonna grab some of my notes here, just so I represent my own intentions properly. Where are you? Yes, the area around you, it is effectively, it looks like a giant shell, a giant like conch shell has been pulled from the ocean, set down, half buried in the earth. It is open. It looks like the inside has had stone walls and such built into it, and along the outside of it, there's this very large like courtyard that seems to have these circular benches and tables set up around the area. There's waterways that have like pools of water freely flowing. You see small little groups of Nephilim just talking with each other. They all seem very calm, very polite. There's a very content atmosphere to this place, one that those of you having come from Summergrass, in fact, those of you coming from basically anywhere, the level of ease in this settlement is beyond definition. None of you have ever been to a place that feels this thoroughly relaxed in your life.
This is nothing like the strike lanes.
Oh my god!
This is nothing like hell.
Really? That's surprising.
Two comparable places.
Yeah, totally. Oh, they're close. Oh, they're very close. You do notice, just as a point of order, that every once in a while you will see these like large stone pillars that don't seem like they're they were erected for much of anything, that are just in the middle of pathways and whatnot. And a couple of times you've noted that Nephilim wearing more intricate-looking armor seem to be on some of these, standing guard like from 30 feet up, watching over the surrounding areas. Yeah, as you come to this place, the very large central building is, as I said, a giant shell with smaller little buildings on the areas surrounding it, benches, little waterways. The sound of running water relaxes you as you come into this this section. You see a particular group of people talking near the entrance to the conch, as some people appear to be bringing in some textile goods, some fabrics and such. They seem to be giving them to some people who are also giving them back bags of something. You don't quite recognize what it was, just sacks of what might be food, might be other goods.
Divine providence is at hand, strangers. For we bring you juicy fruits from the depths.
Everybody looks towards you.
Oh no.
Hello.
Oh god. Oh god.
Hi.
We have a delivery from Mercury.
You see one particular individual looking over towards you, looks to their friends. They finish handing some of the textiles that they have in their hands. They hand them to an assistant who nods to them. They put their hand up, they motion for them, and that individual heads back inside the big old conch. And the others seem to disperse as this one individual sends them away. This individual, again, like all Nephilim, silver skin, astrological symbols along them. They have a pretty unassuming look to them, not particularly muscular. They nothing physically stands out, but they are dressed in robes that are more intricate than those around them. They are these black and gold robes with a very large central gem. They have short-cut hair, and the underside of their hair and their eyes both have a light pinkish, like rose quartz quality to them. As you see, they have art, so you know they're cool. You see this individual
Oh.
Ooh.
step
I love them.
unassumingly towards you. Once they come within polite speaking distance, you see a couple individuals that just took some textiles into the conch, come back out from it. They look towards you, and this individual, with a warm smile on their face, is like, I assume then that you brought these on behalf of Keymen and the Merfolk?
Yes.
Interesting. They are very trusting. Would you mind if we just verified that that's what these are?
Absolutely.
He motions with his hand towards the box. The two that are with him go over. They pry it open. They look inside. They take out these handheld melon-like fruits that, again, have these like polka dot patterns on them. They nod. One of them gives a thumbs up to you guys as if they're very happy to see this, and they both lift it, take the crate back away.
You know, they are starting to look very good.
Well then. I am surprised to see more of mankind standing before me. I would probably be advised by the tribunal to speak to you with caution, but it is not my nature to turn away those who come to our house of plenty. I am Mercury, Konya Kylifes of Pezodromos. My trust is easily given, but know that it is lost just as suddenly. How may I be of
keep that in mind.
service?
I mean, immediately we have a friend looking for some clothes because he's wearing gross assassin garb.
Yes, please.
Beyond that, we're trying to get in touch with the tribunal as we're in pursuit of some people who recently made contact with them.
That could be difficult. I'm afraid we've, as you've no doubt heard, suffered a great loss by the hands of others who came from outside. They had
Would it
requested to
be-
speak with the tribunal, and in a moment of oversight on our part, they took from us something that we deeply care for.
Well, they took a person from you. Was anything else taken?
We're still investigating the extent of what they may have done, but no, from what we understand, they abducted a member of our tribunal. For what purpose, we don't know, but we would imagine it was to answer the questions that we were unwilling to answer whenever we gave them audience.
I could only imagine.
They're not gonna be nice about it.
We are in a bit of a short timeline as we need to catch up with them. We have about
Indeed.
2-3 days on us. We can cut that down as fast as possible. We can hopefully return what was taken from you.
That... I would trust you as far as engaging in polite society and speaking to you, offering to you what we can. We have more than we need. But I do find it difficult to convince myself that putting you in front of the council of our tribunal that would be a good idea. But it is not my decision. Ultimately, we would defer to our solar advocate.
I've heard that name before.
It is the head of our tribunal. Our solar advocate's name is Atlius. He is the oldest among us. He has been alive for over 1,000 years. When we receive orders from Vestius, instructions, they come through him. And though we have no proper leader here, we trust in his judgment above all else.
Hopefully we can make them understand that we're not here to become anyone's enemy. Outside of those who have already made enemies of you all.
We do not like to think of ourselves as anybody's enemy. We are very, we would encourage peace. We welcome outsiders so long as those that we place in the towers trust their judgment. But, is there any proof you could offer that you were not simply here to repeat the same offenses that had been perpetrated before?
Evidence that we have good intentions is difficult to find.
I understand it is a hard ask.
If only you still had that, if only you still had that spirit of yours that you gave off in Honokuni.
Aristes, how about?
I figured he needed a resting place. It wasn't mine to carry around forever.
Would the name Fenric Selberon do anything?
Wow.
Shut up.
Wait a minute, are you the ones the letter?
That's true, I am Fenric.
No, shut up,
You are the
Nemric.
ones that the letters that Kalhadis found. They were for you.
Yes.
They were,
As I
they
was
were for
attempting
her.
as I was attempting to say before, our journeys over 800 years in the making, and she'll hold up the letters.
Wow, that's really something. We don't know what the letters say, so their contents mean nothing to us and don't affect our judgment, but that's really neat.
Oh.
Yes. I imagine they wouldn't do anything to sway.
That's very cool that we finally found out that wasn't some weird, elaborate ancient prank.
That'd have been good, though.
Oh yes, we had bets going on.
We met with Paris when we first arrived here. Is there any way we could get in contact with them?
I presume they're the ones that delivered the letters.
Yes.
I mean, maybe. Paris would be out scouting again by now, I imagine. Besides, I do not want to lead you on a wild goose chase, I can assure you. Paris's word wouldn't mean any more than anyone else's.
Okay.
You seem to be here to stop those people that
We
came
are.
before you.
They're here to retrieve something, or they believe that they can use something within the cauldron itself.
Trapped in one of Vestius's vaults.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not exactly correct, but I understand why coming from the outside you would have that assumption.
Just looking between the group, just trying to gauge how much are we saying here. Primarily looking at Miriam. After the voice, but
I noticed that you're carrying constellaquaries.
yes.
Yes, though I would be rid of them at some point soon. I can't imagine it would make a difference, but technically I am a little bit Vestius.
What
Just
does
a little bit. I'm 1/16th Vestius on my father's side.
It's a long story. Avi looks real guilty.
Those are the kinds of stories we like. Listen. The least that I could do. I am, as the Konya Caliphus, I am myself a member of the tribunal. I could speak to Atlius and see if he would entertain another hearing with more people from the outside. But I cannot promise anything.
Yes, you could also speak with Theodosia. They could speak at least somewhat to our character.
You
They
met
saw us for a
Theodosia.
bit over a day. They were on the boat with us when we arrived.
She and Thoraki were with us.
Yes.
Poor Thoraki.
Something happened to them?
Oh, they were particularly close to Kalatis, our lore keeper.
Probably hit them quite hard then.
Yes. But they've been masking it fairly well.
Did he put on a brave face? Until the cows died. I think that was the bridge too far for them.
Oh, he's bringing in cows?
Yes.
Wonderful. We've wanted cows. I was just saying that some 200 years ago that we should get cows.
Cows are wonderful.
I can't wait to see one. Oh,
Sorry, I guess it was of Fenris not considering people had not seen cows before.
no, they are something of a mythological occurrence here. Cows are... No, we have not seen a cow here for, I think, 500 years or so, and due to a mishap with some despoliation, the last group that we had, well, things didn't go so well for them.
Well, 4 of them made it to the land. So
4 cows.
4 cows. It's a good sign yet.
What wonderful news.
Wait a minute. Hey, Fenris? Was there only one guy? Was there like only one? Were most of them like actually cows and like, because they're not gonna make any. Whatever.
I didn't check if that is what you're asking.
I mean,
no.
there was only one named Chad, so I figured he was probably not
That's
like
a bit
cow, but he was a
presumptuous.
cow. Sure. I'm not gonna worry about misgendering the cow. It's just
I'm
I feel
merely
quite
saying I
poor
don't
for
know.
the people if they're gonna get the cows and they won't do the things cows do. Just here. The beef will be delicious.
Such a dork.
Cow's milk is wonderful in tea or coffee.
They won't make any if they don't have children.
I am praying for the best, and that is all I can do, Miriam. There's not much else I can do.
If it makes you feel less disappointed, I'm not excited for cows because of the prospect of food. I've just heard
Yes.
I've just heard that they are
All right, well, I
wonderful
have a tip for you.
companions.
I just think they're neat.
Before you see them for the first time, have someone
They really
thoroughly
are
clean and dry
wonderful.
them. Like, really, really give them like a spa treatment because a freshly washed cow is so fluffy.
Certainly.
They're great cuddlers.
Well,
You all know so
And they're
much about
delicious.
cows.
you do seem to
Yes,
be
I
cow
love
experts.
cows. I
I've passed
wouldn't
a few
call
farms in my
myself
travels.
one personally,
Is
but
there-
I suppose
Is there? So are cows only female?
no.
Yeah.
Well, yes. And no.
Cow technically refers to a female. The
Yes.
male would be a bull.
Yes.
That makes sense that a bull and a cow would be the same. They are similar.
So you have bulls here?
We know of bulls.
They know of bulls.
Okay, I'm merely asking questions here.
Most things that you would consider to be livestock don't do so well here.
if one were to call a bull a cow, they wouldn't be wrong. They just also wouldn't be entirely right either.
Fascinating. I'm going to go talk to our solar advocate Atlius, but thank you for speaking to me about cows.
Do you mind if we go inside and look for clothes for our
Yes,
terribly dressed
any
friend?
of the people that are here will help you. If you
Thank
need
you.
any new clothes, if you need food, whatever you need, if it's within our means, you may have it.
This is my favorite place I've ever visited.
We thank you for your hospitality.
Thank you.
Thank you.
He does a little bow, and he begins walking off in the direction of the path that leads up the cliffside towards the large stronghold atop it.
Seriously, is the highest standard, like, is that a farm?
What?
No.
No, everyone knows these things about
What?
cows.
You have so much knowledge.
It's how
on
mammals
cows in
work.
particular.
Also, I'm a bard. I have to know these dumb facts.
I'm glad, despite my abysmal speaking skills, I'm still able to talk to people about cows.
Once you're passionate about something, your awkwardness melds away fairly quickly, or it just becomes a charming, excited awkwardness instead of the regular charming, shy awkwardness.
She gives him a pained smile. You can tell she does not believe you, but she will like to believe you. Onwards! Let's find clothing for Nemric. What size are you?
We do that.
Yes.
You do that. Going in, they would offer you
And I was-
clothes that.
I was
Sorry, go
looking
ahead.
for metal too.
Oh yes, what kind of metal are you looking for? What do you need?
I'm basically just looking for the stuff I would need to fabricate the reagents for my construct spell. So 400 gold worth of ornate metal and stone that I could craft into something.
Okay. They would probably. Does it have to be like a chunk, or does it have to be just scattered bits of metal?
I think it could be either. Like, if they have a box that fits that description, cool. But otherwise, I could just take some nice metal and rock and use fabricates with my crafting skills to make something.
As you come in and look for it, they would give you the metal that you need to use that spell. They certainly would have no reason to say no. They would probably raise a momentary question about whether or not they should. They probably ask around with each other, knowing that that kind of metal is normally used by their smiths and whatnot. But ultimately, yeah, they would grant you what you need. As for clothes, you would find stuff effectively resembling here. One sec. I know I've shared this picture before, but fucking Nemric.
Yeah.
So clothes that are like between that style and the like more white and
No
gray
complaints
full
of
body
you,
robes.
Matt.
Fully down.
Yeah, right.
You show him shit like that, he's like, oh, yes!
Hey, Nemric. Give me my shoes.
Yeah, okay, here, take them.
Cool. I'm gonna throw them at Flux's face. Hey. I'm done with them. I'm giving them back.
Oh, what happened? Oh, are you sure? You don't need them anymore?
I might want them for something stupid in Summergrass, but I'll let you know whenever we make it back.
Just picture the shoe
certainly.
hitting his unblinking face, just, and then like a second later,
Nim is just starry-eyed. He's finding anything that's red, but if there's nothing there, he'll just grab as much just weird ribbony, flowy cloth as possible.
Would there be a chance to look for stuff, or I don't want to
this
drive
is your
away
only
from
chance to
things
look
too
for
much.
stuff.
Okay, Logan, I'm gonna say some very specific things I'm looking for.
Oh.
Do they happen to have an ointment for the eyes that costs 25 gold, that is made of mushroom powder, saffron, and fat? Or do they have mushrooms and saffron and fat?
See what you do.
You know
We'll
where
say
fat
that they
comes
have
from,
the
Fenris?
components more readily than they have a ointment made of those specific things.
Holy shit, how many can I take?
Does the spell require you to consume the thing?
Yes, and it consumes them, yes.
Enough.
This would be... Sorry, continue.
Enough to do 3, but you will need to prepare these things in such a way as to make them
yeah.
usable.
Can do. Sounds good. I would like... Okay, on to the next...
Uh-huh.
I'm
Pulling
sorry!
out a notepad. She's like, components.
I have one thing a component to ask for, but I'll wait till
One
she's
Nephilim
done.
just in the corner to another just, are we being raided?
No, you're not. She's just weird.
Logan, oh, sorry.
Let's go down Fenris's list before we move on to move on or back to anything else. Fenris, more. Move on. Move. What are you doing? Move some more
Yes,
stuff.
a sacrificial offering appropriate to my religion, worth 25.
Sacrifice.
It's the cow. It's almond.
You're so cute. I love you.
I
You're so
don't know
cute.
what it means.
You have to sacrifice something.
I know, but I'm something. Is there anything that I would look at and be like, Quinn would like that? Because I can't really sacrifice memories
spell?
to my god. Divination.
These guys would be pretty reverent as far as the 8 remain go, the 8 remaining Eidolons. So, roll me 1d100.
I will. And I'm not done. I'm sorry.
I bet you aren't.
Oh no, where is the percent die? Nards.
It's the one that has 2
God,
zeros
it's
on
right
it.
here. I'm so dumb. Sorry, guys.
That is my friend you're talking about, and I
What
don't
the
appreciate
fuck?
that.
Yeah, your friend's
You
fucking
do find one.
stupid.
They present you with someone had created and donated a relatively good-looking marble statue, a little statuette, tiny little thing, of Tequin that you could use as an offering for
God.
this.
I don't know if I want to. It's really beautiful. I'm gonna,
guys,
you know,
wanna,
obviously
wanna
go out
use
of
this
my
as an
way
excuse
to.
to see something fun.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Yes.
Oh yeah! Yeah!
Yeah.
Do the thing!
Oh.
Do the thing, Logan!
I
Alright.
always want to see cool things.
Okay. Since you guys would like know what they generally look like before, but since this is a relatively accurate carving of Tequin, just throwing it out there. Just here you go. This is what it is. These are what it is a carving of. This is Tequin.
Oh.
It's like,
Oh
it's
my
like
god,
this,
it's
but
a
in
very
jade.
hot god.
It's like that, but marble. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna cling on. I'm gonna cling
I'm
on
the
to
religious.
that.
Let's fucking go. Oh my god.
Fenris out here like the kid with the pancakes. Like, I don't want to eat it. It's too beautiful.
How is that to Quinn?
Yeah,
They are.
They yes. They're
Wow.
so beautiful. I love this rendition of
They're
them. I
very
mean,
pretty.
really, the artistry.
Yeah. The one that you have more depicts the guardian side, known more for fighting on behalf of preserving and striking to, to preserve history and culture, as opposed to the bard side, which is more known with the celebratory aspect.
That is weirdly good. That is not like weirdly good as in that's weird. It's just funny with some of the thoughts I'm having.
Tequin.
Fenris is gonna like,
you wanna be your own
how
Ondo-san.
ironic I found you.
Look at her.
How ironic I found the guard one. Okay.
The original
It seems-
doot magic flute.
You have such wonderful artisans. Do any of you make dream catchers? Preferably ones made of silver thread that are worth at least 100 gold piece.
Woman tilts her head.
Holy
You
shit.
can catch dreams?
I'm sorry, says the one who's helping you. We do not create dream catchers of such ridiculous value. We have been known to make things like that, but we do not aim for luxury. We aim for expression.
That is 100% fine, and honestly, I think that should be worth more in
It
the
is
long
also
run.
difficult for us to discern the value of everything that you are asking, as we do not have a strong concept.
That was me. the mumbled part was me, Bread, giving you
Oh
the
no,
information
what I was saying was
you
just a
needed.
continuation of I mean, sure. Well, you would have to probably describe to them, like, does this have a certain, like,
Yeah.
effective value?
Yeah.
And they'd be like, I hope
I don't
so.
know. Do you have any silver thread?
Yes.
I might know an artisan
Yes.
who might be able to do something with this. Also, I'm sorry, I have so many questions. You all are wonderful, and thank you so much
So
for
do
making
we.
these resources. And I am open book.
Oh, not to you.
Oh, decay. Cool.
Unless you can answer such things as,
Why?
for what purpose do we persist here within the cauldron? To what
Ow.
end?
Those are tough questions.
When we pass back onto the abiding heart and then we return again, are we the same as they that donated their life and experiences into the next generation, or is each new? Are the Nephilim eternal, or are we a renewing resource that brings new life constantly?
I
Sounds
heard
like
you
she's starting
guys
to
had
cook.
blacksmiths?
What? Sorry?
I heard that you might have blacksmiths in the area.
Yes.
This one's a bit wild. I'll throw this one out. Do you have, like, tattoo artists?
Obvious
in here?
ears will perk up at that.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, yes, many of us have nothing but time, and we choose to fill it with most hobbies I imagine that you could propose.
Time is a wonderful
although it is a
basin
rare
for
thing,
all crafts and artisans.
you may have noticed that our skin already comes adorned with many markings, so we may not have the sort that you would have outside.
That is fine. I'm looking for something I can't get anywhere else, so strong thumbs up.
Speaking
I think
of, no, it's on the tattoo thing. You've got me thinking, Silveron.
Oh, I didn't know you were listening in on this conversation.
Oh, I've been listening the whole time.
That doesn't shock me. Touche.
Yeah, no, you should not be shocked by this anymore.
So nosy.
Me?
The room's only so big.
Wait.
No, I'm curious. Would your tattoo artisans be able to grind like gemstones or other things into the tattoos?
I don't know if that would be good for your body.
No, that's fine.
You could get toxic poisoning. Aviana,
That's-
please do not put anything that is not
Actually,
FDA approved
yes.
under your skin.
Really?
Well,
Really?
for the most part, the reason that anyone really engages in that at all is because when we become injured, and if we, for example, were to scar over the astrological symbols that we are so graciously born with, one of the main things that we like to do is to have our tattoo artists repair them. They're representative of us, and this individual puts their hand out and pulls their sleeve back and motions for you to touch the lines on their skin.
I'm touching. Ooh, I'm touching all
You will
of them
find
there.
that they are more than just markings. They are silver and gold that we are born with inlaid into our skin itself. So we have learned to produce ink and to inlay such materials into our skin so we can repair them if ever they become damaged. So yes, we are very well versed in
practice.
mixing those sorts of materials in. Gemstones may be a bit difficult given the glass-like consistency, but it's not a far cry from what we already do.
That was a good idea to ask, Aviana. I never would have thought of that.
No, I just thought it would be cool, but now there's even
You
more.
gotta
reason
feel
to
this
do it.
guy's arm. It's like she's gonna take Aviana's hand and like close her eyes and like you have to close your eyes.
When you
and-
touch their hand, it does have when you touch their arm, not just the markings, but their skin does have a certain coolness to it that reminds you of like stone or metal. It feels like skin, but it's cool and smooth as if it was stone.
That's fascinating.
It's all bumps.
You people truly are unique.
We are constructs of the abiding heart. We have flesh and blood in a sense, but we were constructed many, many, many eons ago, out of something else. What it was, we don't exactly know. But our construction leaves us more like... We like to think of ourselves as being molded out of the clay of life. Our skin is a testament to that.
It's fascinating. Thank you.
Beautiful. It's sort of familiar. Do Nephilim only have these type of markings? I'm sorry if that's a personal question.
To our knowledge, we're the only ones born with them.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for everything. I'm gathering all of these items. I've got like mushroom powder jammed underneath my chin. I've got the bust of the beautiful guardian. I'm hugging it.
Well,
I'm like holding all this stuff, the thread.
I hope you enjoy your mushroom dinner in Tequin's honor.
It shall be a fine dining experience indeed. Swells with pride. Scurries off.
Izzy, what did you need?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Perfect.
just like at the end, just at the end of when Flux was getting his stuff, he would want to, pay it forward and try and give them, if they're interested, the painting of a man stood upon the hill that I cannot remember where we got it, but we got a bunch of paintings forever ago.
Oh my god!
I think they might like the pretty artwork.
I was also wanting to leave some things for them. I was gonna leave.
Oh my god! If you want to leave art with them, they are so about that. They are like, they would you give it to them? They would very much call over others to look at it, like set it up on a wall, and just crowd around it. You see them all begin to speak about it. There's immediately small conversations about what do you think it means? What do you think this man's been through? He does seem to be waiting for someone, doesn't he?
I love
I've
these
pondered
people.
the same for quite some time. I would love to know if you have any theories.
They give you a myriad of small, some of it a bit pretentious theories, but there's a lot of it just talking about how this person seems to represent perseverance, that they stand alone on a hill of swords, that whoever this is, they clearly represent some indomitable ideal that has not formed the way that it should, that it's a tragic figure, albeit heroic.
My word, with that many swords, you would assume they'd be unlimited.
And that's the bit. They very much appreciate. Is there anything else you want to leave with them?
I think that's really all I have of value that I can leave with them.
I was wanting to leave some things with them.
Yeah, I have like this little silver and gold brooch. I don't know if they'd find it interesting. I have no idea where I got this from. Probably from some fucking chest or something in Honokuni. But Avi will offer it to them.
They wouldn't turn anything down. It is their way. They gather things here for cultural and community purposes. If you give something, their opinion is like, if someone else needs it, then it's here.
Yeah, I don't know. Someone
It's
might be able to
beautiful.
use it.
I
It's
shall give
pretty.
them a small mirror set in a painted wooden frame because I feel like it's saying something with it. That's why I've, hung on to it for so long. My personal belief is like piece of art. You're looking at yourself. It's supposed to be a confidence boost. I'm just gonna put this down in this corner.
Thank you. By the way,
Where are you guys putting stuff?
you specifically, Fenris, right?
Yes.
May I ask an unorthodox question? You don't seem to know a whole lot about Nephilim.
I've met, before here I only met one, so I really am not knowledgeable.
That's curious. Who was the one you met?
Oh, he had such
The
a
name was
lovely
Aristes.
name. Aristes.
I don't recognize
Why?
that name.
Why do you ask?
Well, because it is odd to me that you would not know so much about the Nephilim, and yet you wear the armor of a Valkyrie.
This was a gift from one of the High Lords of Summergrass.
Merchant lords, says Logan.
Merchant Lords. La, la, la. One of the... I know it's his daughter, so I was trying to, like, slide past like it's 5, but...
Curious.
One of the Merchant Lords, yes. What is... Were the Valkyries Nephilim?
Yes.
Oh.
The Valkyries are the greatest among us.
Oh.
They are in a sense, the original Nephilim. Created by our progenitor, the one who constructed the Abiding Heart. And, though we know that they are not, they are, we revere them as those outside may revere, the Idolos would be an adequate comparison. They're as demigods to us. They do not reside here, though. They serve under Vestius within that realm.
I see.
I was just curious about how you came upon a set of one of their armors.
I didn't know that there was such rich history behind this armor I wear.
Perhaps,
Hold on a sec.
Perhaps whomever
Logan.
laid it in your hands thought that it might one day bring you back here. He smiles. Fate works in mysterious ways.
Yes, it does. Logan,
Hmm?
Mr. Logan,
Mm-hmm.
when I was given this armor, wasn't I told that... Oh, who was it? Am I wrong to think it was Elmira's papa? Like,
No, it was not
What am I
Masumaru's.
thinking?
You were told that it
Obviously.
had belonged to an elven hero that was associated with the city, but you were also, just as a general note, it was effectively given to you from the city's vault by Morian, who also had a very keen interest in sending you guys to these Nephilim.
Yes, fate does work in mysterious ways.
Well, I was just curious, that's all.
This is just a really on guess. You don't happen to know anyone by the name of Morian, do you?
I can't say that I do.
Would the name Lilywind perhaps stimulate a memory?
They shake their head.
Okay. I was just wondering. I will wear this armor with pride, knowing it represents the strongest.
It does. The Valkyries remain relatively unchallenged in their servitude, in their eternal watch, so I can't imagine that anything bad happened to deprive them of it. One of them must have parted ways with a set of their armor at some point, and perhaps it simply fell into your hands. But...
And thus, the weight of the world lands on Fenris's shoulders, as someone way cooler than her has definitely worn this armor.
But we are very happy to see it return to us. We don't see the Valkyries here very often. Well, at all, really. Unless one of us gets out of hand.
Oh. That doesn't happen particularly often, does it?
No.
I can't imagine. You guys are such a peaceful people. Honestly, the most peaceful that we've traveled to.
Some of us are born under unfortunate circumstances, and occasionally they go awry.
How so? I only ask due to the creation of Nephilims and the methodology of it.
Nephilim are often created with a purpose. That purpose can be one of many things. It may be to enrich a community, it may be to defend a certain place, but when we are born fully formed, as you see us now, unaging, filled with knowledge that allows us to perform as a proper person, taken from the experiences of Nephilim who have died in the past. We are formed from the pieces of those who came before us, and some of us, known as silver counters, are formed with a very particular goal in mind. Some of us are created to stop a tragedy. Some of us are created to strike back against those who would do evil. or to defend a community. Most of us are given purposes that they are vague enough that we can live our lives with them. Some of us are given purposes that are so irrelevant that we can focus on accomplishing them, like defend our community, for example. But if we were to, for example, be given the purpose of, if a silver counter were to be created with the intention of, let's say, slaying an evil dragon to free a community, their entire existence would be bound to that goal. And whenever they were to accomplish it or fail it, if they survive past that point, most silver counters, most return themselves to the abiding heart. Most choose to meditate upon their final moments and end their lives, give their experiences back. And some don't. Some among our kind persist. And when one has such a strong purpose, and then one chooses not to end things, and lives with that driving knowledge that they should accomplish something that is impossible, their mind can wander and they can start to become misguided.
Discontented.
When this happens, the Valkyries have been known to emerge from the tower that Vestius keeps within their divine realm to hunt them down and return those of our brothers and sisters who have lost their way to the abiding heart, but by whatever means are required.
So they can double as assassins?
They are
in
peacekeepers.
Situations needed.
It should also be known that when a silver counter or a Nephilim is created with a great purpose, they are given quite a bit of knowledge. Much of the experience that we Nephilim have accrued, culturally, is poured into them, and unless they are returned to the abiding heart, they take with them what they took. If they never return it, then none of that can ever be passed on again.
That's unfortunate.
Yes. And for that purpose, we are somewhat happy we do not often see the Valkyries.
Well, luckily this time is a good time. And Fenris will toddle off to join the others.
Well, it has been a wonderful time talking to all of you. I do so enjoy talking about our culture to outsiders. Should you need anything at the House of Plenty, seek myself or Mercury out again, and I would be happy to speak with you again, but I must return to my duties.
I have one thing. Sorry, I just thought about a piece of material that I had in mind.
Yes? Jasmine, by the way.
it?
My name is Jasmine.
Jasmine,
Oh,
that's beautiful.
Jasmine, beautiful. Wonderful.
Would you have porcelain by any chance?
Lots. Why?
I have an idea for something, and something I'd like to make.
Sure. How much porcelain you need? What do you need? How much you need?
Enough for like a teapot size.
Oh, that's
porcelain.
easy. Absolutely.
Cool. Thank you, Apollo. He's getting chatty.
Apollo's like, ask him about the deep lore.
What do you want to deep lore, buddy?
Ask him about the deepest Nephilim lore.
Oh dear.
Everyone you talk to, get the whole culture story from each of them. Do it.
Then write it down in your notebooks and then let me eat it.
Then let me rip it up.
He tried to eat the cover of one of my books yesterday. And I'm like, motherfucker, can you not? But anyways, yeah, I want porcelain, enough to make like a teapot or two.
Sure. Easy.
Cool. That's all.
By this point, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I've been trying to. I've been trying to wait for everybody.
Go ahead. Too. Well, you got it. You got the floor. What do you want?
I wanted to look around and see if I could find some oils, and try to see if I could find any rare oils so that I could potentially use it for reincarnate again.
Define rare oils.
Rare oils and unguents. That again, I know that every time we say they have a gold price value, you're like, they don't have any way of understanding that, but worth at least 1,000 gold pieces.
I thought you were gonna be like, so I didn't want to say it, so you wouldn't say no.
No, they go like, we don't know what these are worth. So that's why I didn't. He would know what he was
roll me a
looking for
D100. If you get under a 40, then yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey.
Hey! He just he knew that like I was sent here for this, and upon hearing Miriam's died twice, let's just get one of these back.
Fair.
You are kind of led away from the main House of Plenty area to an area that seems to be more dedicated to physical fitness, and you most notably recognize they have like effectively a massage parlor in this general area, and in and around this area they seem to keep all sorts of agents and oils and whatnot that are used both for purposes here and for purposes elsewhere. They give you access to what you want. You take enough for, let's say, 1 casting.
Yes, I wouldn't take too much.
Yeah. They probably wouldn't have enough for more than that, considering the cost.
He would take them. He would leave behind. I already put them in the party sheet, but he would leave behind the rifle and the rifle ammo because he doesn't need it anymore now that he has the longbow stuff, and that Flux has made him great arrows.
They would look awkwardly at the firearms when you leave them. Not with hatred or anything, but they look at them very much with this, like, out-of-world sense of, this is sure.
You said if someone were to come here to find something that would have about everything, I saw that something like this was missing in case you brought in someone who needed it.
Yes, yeah, it just reminds us of the last people who came through here. It's in the same sort of style. Maybe it's just popular outside.
No, this is most likely one of theirs.
Oh.
You can do with it what you wish.
We'll probably melt it down.
Seems like a good idea.
Yeah. Make
something nice out of it.
Yeah, like a plate.
Yeah. Ooh. You could use the little ammunition there. It's like little circles on the plate. Little circle things. Might look pretty nice.
Maybe.
Thank you for the clothes.
You're welcome.
And the oil. Goodbye. If I return, I have to hit up that massage parlor, though.
Certainly. You're welcome to come back for it any time.
Thank you. You're so nice here. This is my favorite place in the world.
We're not in the world.
Your favorite place in this world.
It's the only place in this world.
You hear that as you walk in.
Stop sassing me,
Spencer. Just accept the compliment. Spencer.
Okay. So Vogan wants to find, I highly doubt he will, some, basically the materials for his Saint Weapon Bond, the sacred incense and other materials.
Oh, yeah, no, you could. You definitely could.
Okay.
Because I want you to.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if I would ever find a place that could sell this stuff.
So
and this
sure.
place might be the best place to do it.
No, when it comes to ceremonial and ritual like ingredients, this absolutely they do. These are a highly spiritual people, like 1,000% yes.
Awesome. Yeah, I want to get ahead of that.
Yeah, mark it down somewhere that you got that, just so you know.
Okay, awesome. Didn't have to spend 500 gold on it. That's cool. Hell yeah. Awesome.
Okay,
thank you, sir.
Yeah. Is there anything else?
No, that's the only thing I wanted.
Yay!
Vogan would leave a...
You know, these oils have a unique history with us Nephilim. So when the gods created everything at the beginning of time...
Are you saying all of this? Vogan is very hastily making a little necklace out of the T-Rex teeth that he
finally finish it, and he's like, ha-ha, and just behind you is like, and that is where theosite came from. Anyways, I hope you've learned.
Oh, damn it. It was telling us about theosite.
Hey, go back. Where's the rewind button?
Vogan's like, yeah. Here's the necklace. Thank you for the material.
Oh, you're a very good listener. Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you.
So let's say that all took about 2 hours.
Woo! That makes sense.
The getting there, the talking to everybody, the finding your way through the town, the finding the items.
It is now 4 p.m.
It is now 7 p.m.
It is now 7 p.m.
It took you several hours to get to the city.
Oh, but you said it was 2. You said it was 2 p.m.
You arrived
earlier.
at 2 p.m. It then took you several hours to get to the city, and then you
Oh,
spent 2
duh.
hours doing that.
Well, I hadn't included that into my math.
Well, that's why
It
I'm
is
telling you
7
now.
PM.
You can yell at the sky that it's whatever time you want, but the sky's gonna yell back at 7 p.m.
Sorry to just real quick.
Oh, you're back!
Is something I want to tell you, Logan. Just I found interesting. There as you know, I've been reading about like Pathfinder stuff.
Yeah.
There's a cantrip in there that
Oh.
just allows you to tell the time. That's all it literally does.
right.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
They have it as
That's
a
cool.
spell. I have it
That's
as
cool.
a
No, I
purpose.
actually like that. That would be a cool cantrip to take. Especially because, like,
I-
the context of if you're in a different
Logan?
other planes, it'd be a neat thing to be like,
Hanakuni.
yeah.
I would like to take
Although
that
if you use that in
cantrip, please,
Hanakuni,
and
I would
thank
be
you.
like, the spell doesn't know.
Yeah.
How mysterious and depressing.
Doesn't wait.
All right,
You
guys.
feel the spell die on your hands.
So it is 7 p.m., and there has been no sign of the return of Mercury by this time. There is a faint reddish glow in the sky as the sun has kind of begun to wane and go down over the endless ocean in the distance. The city itself is falling into shadow because of the cliff sides and whatnot casting it as the sun disappears behind them late in the day. What would you guys like to do? Torches begin lighting early, you notice, magically begin lighting along the streets.
So what's the plan now? We have no idea what to do to get closer to these people.
I think planning our trip moving forward and getting their lore keeper back.
We can't get them back if they can't tell us what's going on. If they don't let us know where they left, then how are we supposed to find their lore keeper?
That's very true.
I think
have
there's
to find a way
two
to-
possibilities.
What you thinking?
If they give us an audience and they find us to be someone they can trust and find useful, then they might be able to guide us with at least some general instructions about what they might be looking for. Failing that, it might be possible that we could use magic to locate Diane.
I could try, but from
Not
my
them specifically, but if we learn more about this lore keeper, since Miriam's gonna thumb the amulet of protection against detection and location, and be like, that obviously if Diane doesn't want to be found, they're not going to be easy to find, but this protects me, but it wouldn't protect any of you.
I was able to scry on her before we entered the cauldron.
That is true.
It might work. It might work within here. We couldn't see.
Maybe.
We couldn't use
I
anything
didn't.
to.
The one thing I didn't look for is a glass ball, I'm afraid, and Nemric got our last one exploded.
Huh.
Yeah, that was my fault.
Yeah, it
No,
was.
I'm not saying that. I'm just.
No, you did.
You literally said Nemric got it exploded.
Well,
did
how is
say
he
that.
supposed to know Cell
Anyway.
Shame was there?
So it was Nemric's fault. Locked that in. Do we have any other methods?
I just picked up some supplies for some other types of spells I'd like to try while we're here.
Sure.
Logan,
Yeah.
just from my general understanding of this place, and dare I say, the vibe, does it seem like I would be able to do divination magic within the cauldron and be able to, because I know we
Who
can't
knows?
contact the outside. Good. I will make an attempt to do so tonight and report my findings.
Okay.
Out of the corner of your eyes, you see a individual walking towards you. What looks to be a...
Kill him. No.
Nobody sneaks up on me.
Hey!
I think we can get the drop on the ice and do nothing next.
God damn.
Good work, Vogan.
Oh my god.
A frail-looking Nephilim with a dull yellow undertone to their eyes and hair like a faded yellowish gemstone sort of tone, walks up to you guys. Looks to be male. And they look cautious in approaching you. One of their hands is up and clasped like around their neckline, walking up to you.
You said that you're looking for more information about our lore keeper.
Yeah.
Well, you're from outside. And are you saying then that you're not with those people that came before?
No. I won't. One of them to. I mean, unalive is not necessarily required, but it's probably for the best of all, like mankind. That happens.
Well, I cannot speak at length here, but my name is Ovra. I had heard a new group had appeared from beyond the towers. And if I'm going to be honest with you, just today I've heard whispers of the Nephilim, of the tribunal rejecting your plight. I can't speak at length here, but if you want the truth about what's happening, there is much the Solar Tribunal is coming to hide.
Oh?
I will be returning home soon. My home is on the outskirts, near the marker that has Haros' emblem on it. If you wish to find out more about the tribunal, then I could speak there. I wouldn't speak of it here.
All right, near Haros.
We'll find it. They turn and they walk away, shiftily looking around as they do so.
Might have missed it. Where did he say exactly where that was?
Oh, there's only so many it can be, and we know where Vestige is. Well, that eliminates one.
Out
of how many?
A lot more. 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam, like there would be
okay.
8 because of.
Hold on.
And here's the thing. They're equidistant around the entire town, and the town is on one side of it is just the stronghold and whatnot. The only houses and whatnot spread out towards the west side of the island, which means there are only 3 others that are near the town, as it were.
Oh, perfect.
Interesting.
Hara's the one that Quintus liked.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is any of them eastward? Because if so, I'll just start with that one.
East is where the cliff is.
Dang it. That would have been my first guess. They put it towards sunrise, but
Yeah.
that's close.
I was also thinking that.
What about Weast?
I mean, west is sunset, and that's kind of sunny. So, yeah, fuck it. Hold on, wait.
Wait.
While they're all doing this, can I fly over and ask him which direction to go?
You just go. He's like 40 feet away by this point. He's just gonna go ask him.
I just fly over like, yeah. Which direction, by the way, is the Haros?
You guys just see Emmerich take off and go over to him and land near this individual who's walked no more than 40 or 50 feet away, and you just see the distance, just like this distance, like, what? Oh yeah, no, and you see them just point that way.
Thank you very much.
You come back and I'm spinning Lexi in a circle.
I was sitting here getting ready, like, oh, I can't wait for the fucking marker investigation arc, and Emmerich's here, like, or.
Yeah.
We could just ask directions.
Very proud of you as a man asking for directions.
I was having the same thought, Carrie.
My entire job is information, and I'm finally in a place I can use it. Guys, it's over there.
You. My Lexi compass has never done me wrong.
You're going to make her sick.
You can stop whatever, Lexi.
Oh, okay.
All right, that
Lexi,
way.
roll 1d4.
I need to know if it's
1d4?
the same direction or not.
Hell yeah.
Get the right direction.
You're looking
Get
for
the
a 3.
right
It's a 3! She's pointed the same way!
See, I told you.
Yeah, that way.
It's wrong. I say it's wrong.
Oh,
That's
you're
the wrong
so
way.
smart.
No, that's the right way.
Shut up, Nemric!
No, it's the wrong way.
Oh, I see.
That wasn't where he pointed.
Your finger's still up in that direction. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Nemric, so help me. I will bring the rage of the gods upon you. She's right.
Oh
We're
my gosh,
agreeing. Why are
please
you
do it.
upset?
He's saying you're
I'm
right,
not upset
don't
at you,
worry about
Lexi. I'm upset at him.
Just because I'm right. I know where to put my faith, and it's into a small fox rotating in a circle.
It's always worked out well for me. I'll give Lexi a kiss on the head. It's worked out for me so far.
Well, they don't really know where to find us or anything, and, you know, apparently we're gonna get a no anywho. So, I don't know, you want to go, like, get something to eat and then go to that guy's place?
Yeah, sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very curious about their cuisine here.
I want to try one of those fruit.
Oh, but it's nothing like that fish.
That fish was amazing.
It was
It was
so
tingly.
good.
It was an experience.
Vogan, I need
Tasted
you to
like grass.
understand. We have barely tasted anything in a month.
It's been really bad.
Tasting
but-
something that fucking flavorful.
Take that.
What do you mean? It had one flavor and it was cold. I hated it.
You are missing out on that level of spice.
Gold isn't a flavor, it's a
It
temperature.
wasn't spice. There was no spice in that fish.
Well,
In
he
my
is the
portion, there was.
spicy tomato
Oh, this
baby,
is
so he
unfair.
knows.
Mine just numbed my mouth.
You better watch out, Vogan. Fenris might come to the conclusion that you're missing taste buds.
All I would do is simply take him on a secondary pilgrimage.
Aww.
A stew pilgrimage.
I mean, we have to teach those taste buds somewhere for
What if
such a
you
young one.
What if you stewed that fish?
If you stewed
Ew.
all of it, I feel like that would be a journey of sorts.
Oh.
That'd be an experience.
I'd absolutely
It's-
try it.
I would be so down.
I need to make. We need to go fishing at some point.
Hey, I'm down to go hunting whenever.
I would like to gather all types of different types of foods to bring back to Summergrass.
But not this day. Let's
don't
try the
think they would
local. Let's
keep
try the
that
local
long.
cuisine.
That's under.
What?
What about Sunder?
You just see him. You see Sunder just cough something as you all turn
Sunder, you
towards
okay?
him.
What's up?
Oh yeah,
You
no,
okay?
I'm fine. Just
You would be well.
Yeah.
Are
you all
sure?
notice he has a fishing hat on that he did not have before.
Thunder, do you want to go
Sunder.
fishing?
Sunder,
wanna go?
the
I'm
Bearing
checking
Grove
off
would be an
Sunder is
honor.
adorable.
The
I'm a
Nephilim,
bingo.
the Nephilim gave this to me.
It fits you very well.
It really suits you.
They cut little holes in it
It's
for my
like-
ears.
Can it please be the what? Can it please be the women fear me? I mean, women love
No,
me,
it's,
fish
it's,
fear
no,
me.
it's like one of those like brim going all the way around. You would hang like little baits from it, sort of hats.
Boonie hat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! He's so perfect. I love
I
Thunder,
just
the
noticed in
Bearing
London that
Grove.
you guys didn't get hats.
I don't really do hats.
Oh, I got this
Should we
hood,
have
and I also
gotten
got
hats?
these 3 sets of underwear, and I
I
also
like the
got this other complete outfit, and I got.
You know, it's strange. No matter how much time I spend in the sun, I never get more or less purple.
I just saw you didn't have hats, so when they gave me the hat,
He like pulls a bag out and just has a set of like 8 other fishing hats.
just if you change your mind.
I would love a hat.
I would also love a hat. They look quite comfortable.
I don't know if it will fit on my head, but I will.
Well, they cut holes for Sunder's ears, so we can cut holes for your
Give
horns.
one here, Thunder.
Here.
I'm gonna cut 2 little holes. I'm gonna pull out Vox Victoria and cut 2 holes for like Fenris, like for her horns, and then just plunk it on her head.
Nice.
Really?
Perfect. Beautiful.
I'm gonna like hold out my hat to Avi, being like,
I'm on hat duty, I guess.
yeah.
Just cutting holes in hats and plunking them on her friends' heads and not wearing one herself.
Yeah. Can you cut holes for my head fins?
Sure. Just here.
Thank you.
Hey, Flux.
Got you on headphones.
Yes.
You
I know this isn't cool to ask.
Oh my days! I
But
know what you are going to say.
do
I'm gonna
you-
start walking.
Do you have ears?
There it is.
Damn it! All the hell! Damn it!
constructed precisely the same way, but I believe I sort of feel the vibrations in the air on my head fins.
So those are ears.
Yes, of a different sort, but yes.
Oh, you have
You can
interesting ears.
Thank
So, like,
you. I also think your ears are interesting.
So, like, if we yell, it's still really loud to you?
Oh, yes.
Narrow
see?
eyes.
You see Sunder takes a deep breath.
Thunder.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Good boy.
I'm gonna plunk a hat on Miriam's head.
I'm gonna plonk a hat on Aviana's head.
Yes!
No, I look stupid.
So
One
do I. That's
of
fine.
us.
We
One
all need to
of
get a move
us.
on. I guess we're doing fish. I don't know where to find fish. Hey, you. Where do we find fish?
Y'all look so dumb.
Just always a guy. Fucking. Oh, you're looking for fish?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm the one Brooklyn Nephilim, and that means I know where there's fish. So,
I've been looking for you all day.
yeah, sorry.
Looking for you until now.
Yeah,
We all have
they
our
don't.
I
I don't
love
hang
New York
out in
shirts
the heck in the House of Plenty. I don't hang out. It's a bit touchy feely, a little bit philosophical, if you know what I mean. You're looking for fish? I think there's an extension of the fish place from to the villages, but I don't know if the guy will be there. He likes to move around. It's a bit closer to the other entrance to by the Marius one. The Marius marker. The marker Marius.
Marker Marius?
Marker Marius, the Marius markers where fish
Marius
is.
marker. All right, well, we're gonna
Well,
get
fish
going
go to the
there.
Marius
We're gonna
marker.
Go quick, as we all know, the eerily bird catches the worm.
All right, well, you're never gonna hear me again, so goodbye.
All right, live your best life, friend.
Thanks.
I hope we get to hear you
I'm the
again.
only one that sounds like this, by the way. Don't expect this again.
But if it happens, I'll so
probably
glad to see
die
you.
before you
They're
see
really
me
happy.
again.
No!
He is gone.
Oh,
Aren't they ageless? That's fucked up.
We have to save them!
well,
I'm meditating upon my death. It's time for me to return my experiences to the abiding heart. I have no more desire to live. My time has come. Goodbye. You'll never
I'm on
hear
my
me
way to
or
the
anyone like
dynamite
me
shack.
again.
Well,
This
guys, we
was
have
a
one mission now
reflex.
to save this.
This is a reflex that will not be repeated. Goodbye.
All right, well, let's go to fish.
No, I want to save that person.
Oh, he's fine. It's their time.
for the Nephilim, death is oftentimes a good thing. He'll be sharing his memories with the collective.
They're
But
one of
not
the few
the
creatures in this world.
accent. That will not
No.
be shared.
That is unfortunate. It is quite
Oh,
a charming and
yeah,
disarming
He
accent.
might add that to the abiding heart. We might meet like a young Nephilim at some point with a Brooklyn accent. They won't know why. Or
You
what
will not-
Brooklyn is.
Oh.
That would be lovely.
That's Dwarvish
Quinn.
for Grey Rock.
Fenris is just praying to Quinn, give this Nephilim guidance so that he can find his place within the MS memories, and that another Nephilim will have such wonderful speech pattern.
Oh.
The sky darkens.
Seriously though, if we don't go now, fish is gonna close.
You go to
We should go.
fish.
Let's get fish.
You arrive. You find a shack.
Ah!
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Vogan
He's
was
burning
unhappy with his
Fish!
dice.
Nice.
With big lumps of fish, it has the fish, it
That's
has
how
the
many fish Vogan catches. 652.
You guys head towards a bit more on the outskirts of the town. A bit past a marker, the marker for one of the Eidolons, Marius. You see there's a little ring of what look kind of constructions like in the Merfolk's town. A river runs up into here that seems to stretch out into the ocean. It pops up beside the shack. It looks effectively identical, for the most part, to the one that you ate at before. But empty.
Oh.
Yes, no fish.
You want to go fishing?
Yes.
Do we have the
I mean,
stuff
we
to
have
go
the
fishing?
hats. I mean,
Well,
we
that-
could just. Have you ever heard of dynamite fishing?
Miriam, no.
Yes.
That is
I
really
believe I can
destructive.
intuit the concept.
I don't I don't think we should do that.
Okay,
However,
my lawful
we
good
have
senses
many
were tingling.
abilities that would be akin to doing such a thing.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I feel like I could just throw Vox Victoria into the water and kill a fish. That
Or
way.
we could do it
Probably
manually.
just shoot some.
Nimric's just gonna sit
battles.
here and smile, knowing that we could all just eat if we went into the mansion.
Yeah.
Just
could
get
do
eat
that.
fish.
No,
For the soul.
fishing. This is important.
I mean, I actually have business to attend to in the mansion, so if you would.
Well, tend to you in the mansion. But no, we need to go talk to that guy first.
Oh,
Not
goodness.
this time.
Him first, then
You
that.
hear a
So-
splash.
Ah,
Fish?
Another splash.
Pull out a revolver and shoot it. I'm playing.
Logan, do you have
Perception
the...
check to see if
Oh,
you
it was
see-
me! And you shot me, causing my death!
Good, I was
Try to get the
aiming
top
for
of the
him.
highest standard, I think
I was
not.
aiming for him.
You see a small boat, a little tiny little rowboat coming up the river. The splashes you see are the oars that are pushing the boat forward. You don't see anything at first in regards to who's in it because there is a crate sitting in the way at the front. Then you just see as it gets close, a head lean to the side, an eel-like fish head just leaning over slowly.
Someone have the one fish?
We want fish.
How did you get here?
I took my boat.
We desire fish greatly. We are starving.
Fridays are the most busy day at this location for fish.
That makes sense that
So
they
I
would
gotta stock
partake in
up.
fish on Friday.
Because tomorrow the Nephilim are gonna come out here and they're gonna want fish.
Why didn't you come with us?
It
We're
wasn't.
stocking up?
Well, I'm glad he
I
didn't.
came
He
now.
didn't run into a Hydra.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to put them in danger. Of the
would they-
Kraken we destroyed.
Not a kraken.
Wasn't a fucking
Let me
Kraken, you
lie about it. I know
No!
it wasn't a Kraken. I know. It just makes us seem cooler.
A Hydra is still cool, you dumbass.
Ah, but a Kraken's better.
fucking Kraken's better. Shut up.
I'm gonna go get a massage by a Nephilim. You guys can eat.
All right, glad you're gone.
Bye.
All right.
Safe, Nem.
Let's get some
Die
fish.
on
Do
the
you help with
way.
that box, friend?
I say I can just roll it.
That's fair.
You know what? Let him do his thing.
Yeah, I won't mess with their vibe.
If it's not fit, it's not broke.
It rolls.
I'm giving up. Nope.
If it ain't broke, don't fix
It'll
it.
be
Is
a
that
lot
what you were gonna
quieter
say?
if you pick it up.
Nah.
I've spoken too much today.
Avi is going to like grab Fenris by the ear.
Ow! Ow!
Talk
ow, ow,
more, stupid.
Ow! I'm
Talk
supposed
more.
to. Ow!
That's what I've been saying.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Yeah.
Ow!
Are you? No,
Ow!
I'm not letting go until you.
Ow,
agree.
his words. They're talking.
I am speaking. Ow! Ow!
We're
Ow!
all actually in luck.
I let go.
I
Goes
rub
back
my
to his
ear.
boat and takes out what looks to be a large, bloody sack.
Oh.
While I was on my way here, I found some special fish ingredients.
This is cow.
I was swimming. Had to get my boat.
did-
I keep it
What
underwater.
did you find? Oh!
And as I was bringing the boat back to the surface,
He goes over, goes to the counter, opens this large sack that's like as large as he is, and pulls out what looks to be a large chunk of the skull and part of the neck of the Hydra you fought, and slams it
so
on the
much
counter.
Yeah!
I was
Finally!
just floating in the water, so I was like, that looks like a tasty fish. So here it is.
What are you thinking of making with it?
I was thinking of cutting it up and putting it on plates.
Hell yeah.
That's fair.
It's
Would you be? Is it one stack of this meat or
the
multiple
main
sacks
problem I'm
of this
gonna
meat?
have is it's got these teeth. And I don't need the teeth.
I'll
I
take
don't
those.
Need those.
Can we
Okay.
take the teeth?
Oh,
I want some teeth broken.
you'd be doing me a favor. Here you go.
I take his.
Start
I'm
ripping it
grabbing for some of the fucking teeth. No.
Those dexterity checks. Go.
Oh!
The entirety of the head as you rip out
No.
one of the teeth. You can't tell if it's just a muscle spasm or if there's something going on, but the entire head just goes, just like moves slightly, and as it does, you just see Fosh produce a strangely large butcher's knife and glide it just into the top of the meat. Just like,
Stop it. Stop it.
Some fish have a biting reflex even after they're dead.
Your food now.
Gorgeous cooking
Behave.
knives. I wonder, where did you get those cooking knives?
What cooking knives?
The ones you're using to cook.
I don't
Never
cook.
mind. No, by all means, do your
Oh.
thing. I didn't mean to.
I'm
to
gonna
question
prepare
your
you all
craft.
some fish.
Okay.
Do you need a
Okay.
new knife set, Fenders?
Oh, I just was thinking, cause I mean I used one knife, but that looks like.
Good to know.
could be
I
part of the
mean-
set.
We could commission a set from Lego when we get back to Summergrass.
I could also
Max,
try to craft
are you
something if we have
saying-
materials?
Yes, I am saying.
I actually need you to craft something, Flux. I have a arts and crafts project for you.
I rip out one of the teeth. and
Fantastic.
just hand it to Fenris. Yeah, that's sharp enough. Probably.
He's
Knife?
got a point.
There you go.
A
It
bone
doesn't-
knife.
It doesn't have a handle yet. If you could
know,
get me an antler or something, I would love to have a.
these teeth are quite big. This is not a small thing. Like this tooth would be like the size of your forearm.
Yep.
Oh,
It's like a butcher's knife. That's a fucking like Bowie
Machete.
knife.
Yeah. They are long. Like this
Yeah.
thing can fit a cow in its mouth. Its teeth were gigantic.
Yep.
I don't
Yeah.
know if this would be for the precision cooking that I usually get up to, but I appreciate the offer, Vogan, as I'm passing the teeth behind Vogan back to Aviana.
So with all the speed of like he's in frame with the Hydra meat 1 second, and then the screen pans as you guys do this, and then a second later it just pans back, and there is just
There's
an
sashimi.
eloquently cut display of meats in front of him as he has prepared this in mere seconds for you with ungodly dexterity.
My God, I only dream
Cool.
of having nice skills like that.
Just try this with rice.
What do you
that'd be
think
so good.
Hydra tastes
What kind of
like?
fish is that?
Oh, it's a thing to accompany fish.
It's a grain.
He blinks one eye.
I don't know.
You understand.
I'm going for it. Logan, we're playing Dungeon Meshy. What does
Yeah!
what does Hydra taste like?
This particular one, it would be very tough, because he hasn't really done much with it. It looks like he's cleaned it, despite the fact that the bag was bloody.
Yeah.
It seems to be very clean. It kind of tingles, which gives you this immediate impression of like, right, this thing's blood was acidic. But it like tingles in your mouth, kind of the way pineapple does. But
Don't
when you
let
eat it,
Aviana eat it. Yep.
Sleep through my
She'll
shirt.
which
want
makes
to
it
real
which makes it
bad.
taste a little spicy, but it's not. Like it has that kind of burn, but it's not.
So kind of
Um,
like bear meat, how it's
yeah,
like spicy.
Kinda,
naturally.
yeah.
Huh.
If we caught you fish, would you?
It feels
be
more
willing
like
to
eating
trade-
steak than it feels like eating fish.
If we caught fish, would you be willing to trade our caught fish for this fish?
I mean, I think there was a lot more of this in the ocean, so I was gonna go back with my boat and get another sack of bloody fish meat to bring back. Yeah, so maybe you want more of this, you find me. I'm probably gonna be around. I don't know.
Cool.
I'm
I
wherever
would- I
there's
would love
fish.
to- Good to know. I'll look for you then.
I fish the fish. You want fish? I don't even.
Hey,
you don't gotta
just
trade
imagine-
it. I just
I,
give you.
I
I gave
actually
it
have
to
a
you.
request.
So we gave it to you. I don't even need to trade. I just give it to you.
I mean, if you were wanted, yes. Yes. Still getting
Yes.
used to here. Fish, good. The fish is very good.
fish.
Fish.
What were you
Little
gonna say,
partially
Marion?
open mouth smile.
Just nervous of a similar like mouth shape.
Dead.
This would go very well with like a stew. Cause Fenris is just gonna start writing to herself, mumbling.
So what do we do now?
I mean, I guess if we're fished out, we should go. I mean, meet this guy.
Sure.
They're the only person willing to talk to us right now, assuming the tribunal doesn't want to talk to us.
Indeed, we should definitely be on guard in case this is some sort of trap by the
one sec.
family.
You were a little
just
bit glitchy there, Flux.
Open palm,
Oh, no.
black, flux in the back of the head.
Oh, sorry. Can
There
you
we
hear
go.
me now?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
you
better.
guys done with your fish?
I was just saying we should be on guard just in case this is some elaborate family trap.
Yes, we finished our fish. Also,
Oh.
and I'm feeding him. I don't care if you're objecting or not. There's Hydra coming your way, like you to fight it. You let me baby feed you. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, this is really good.
It's the Hydra.
Oh!
Isn't that awesome? Now tell
Yeah?
me, what are you thinking? What do you, if you were gonna cook it, how would you cook it?
Over a
I would-
stove.
I would let you
That-
cook it.
Har. That's very sweet.
Literally was what I was going to do. I'm saving my Hydra for when I have access to a stove.
Blue rare.
If you need to
Oh,
borrow
you want to
cooking
take that to
equipment,
go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold
We-
on. I got this little container. You might give it back. Give it back to me. I want to wait. Give it back.
Oh.
Give it back.
I think it would be nice to give it a little bit of a char, but also it could be great inside of any sort of stew or any sort of soup.
just
It
exactly like imagine it cooking down and becoming tender over a long period of time with constant dispersal.
Oh, slow roasting would be great.
That's
You
what
see
I'm
him prepare a
thinking.
bag. He grabs what looks like a little bag and puts the meat in, like wraps it in like what looks to be some kind of leaf, puts it in the bag, and then gets a barrel and just like gets a large like candy scoop and like takes a bunch of what seems to be just salt out of it and pours it into the bag with it, ties it.
Then it'll last
Oh.
longer.
Oh,
To preserve it. That is
Logan.
very smart.
Logan, I think
Oh
I
my
know.
goodness.
I think you're gonna like what I'm planning on making with this
Nice.
Hydra
Oh
meat.
no.
I'm telling you right now, though,
That's
these
so
Nephilim.
the leaf,
What?
the salt will keep it from going bad, and the
Salt
leaf
encrusted.
the leaf that it's wrapped in, if any moisture's drawn out, it'll suck it up, and then you can like cook it with the leaf. It'll put it just right back in. If you want to disrespect it by cooking it, it's your choice.
Disrespect.
Okay,
yeah,
that
thanks.
seems like a very clean. All right.
All right.
Okay.
I put it in my bag.
I'm gonna pass mine to Vogan. It's like, I trust whatever you're about to do.
Oh, give that to me. Oh, come on.
Oh, okay.
You got it. It's another bag.
All right. Fucking okay.
Wraps it in another leaf and pours it in and hands it to you.
I don't want to be
Crusted
trouble, but I'd also
blackened
like to keep
Hydra.
my...
That's another bag.
We're
More
all
bag.
Who's fucking keeping their
We
fucking
don't throw out of
fish?
bags.
Well, if you had any leftovers.
But they gotta do the whole thing.
I can make more.
I know,
Oh.
but
You make
we
Hydra
can't-
meat?
I
mean,
can
can't-
now.
We
Mary,
can't
Mary.
take it with us, and I could make Hydra jerky for everyone, and then that could be part of our rations,
Why would
and
you
then the
do that?
rations that.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
How would you
to the
disrespect
fish.
my cookie?
Wow.
Aviana, don't make
It's
me
not even
expose
there.
you like this.
What do you mean?
Oh,
What do you-
ooh, no, expose them. Do it,
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
What?
We,
please.
we
I
both-
beg you.
We both know
Shut
that
up.
you're getting that packaged up to be cooked by Vogan anyway.
I don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what I'm doing. Are you reading
That's
my mind?
fine. No, I just saw you go to hand it to Vogan before he took it
Yeah,
from
because
you.
I don't want to fucking carry it myself.
Okay.
You don't know what I'm planning.
Here. I'm done with fish, so.
Shall we?
Oh no. How
For
can,
now.
how can I change your
now.
mind?
Like I'm not finished with fish. I'm just done with fish.
Oh, thank God.
But we need to keep an appointment. Yeah, it's probably gonna try and kill us or something. It'll be fantastic. Let's go.
Ain't that the way?
Word.
So
I'd
we
recommend
eat
going
fish.
to that massage parlor. It's
My
very
friend.
nice.
Probably
Oh,
be good
bye.
for you.
I have
could go for one.
masseuses in my house.
Bye.
Well, yes, and they're
I
great,
should
but these guys have millennia of experience,
They
Mine are
do have the
literally
collective memory.
otherworldly.
and they massaged me all night, and it was great.
He's just pecky. It's fine.
Ooh.
I can enjoy two things.
So we head whatever way our Lexi
Yeah, we're
compassed.
leaving.
We're walking and talking and being stupid on the way.
You guys eventually head towards the outskirts where the town starts to let out into fields of evergreen trees. There's still pathways that move around the entire area, but you head outside the town and you eventually come onto a little stone house. Well, not little, like a one-story. Looks like it could probably support a family, but stone house. As you approach it, you see there is another little stone shed that is locked up on the other side of this walkway that separates the two. It is pressed up against a little cliff on the back side of it. It's a quaint little place. There's a fire going. You see that there's a hole in part of the not quite a fireplace like a smokestack, but there's a steam or smoke rising up from some opening in the top of it. Candles flicker, lighting up the inside as you guys approach, as it is currently about 8, 9-ish.
It's about 8 or 9-ish.
We'll say, for specificity, we'll say 9.
Yeah. It is 9 p.m. So they should
Dark.
be coming around here at some point soon.
Okay. Yep. We're chilling.
So that is their
chilling.
house,
Yeah.
and there are candles on inside, just to reiterate.
Oh, okay.
Knock on the door.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not gonna
I'll be ready soon. I'm like, yeah?
Hours.
Whoops.
You see them like hours later go to a window, snuff out a candle, go to bed, look outside, look back, double take. Oh, you were here? Fucking no. You knock on the door.
I somehow missed that. Oops.
Yes.
You hear what sounds like a clattering coming from inside. As someone stands, moves towards the door, opens it. You see the same frail-looking Nephilim from before, looking very tired, opening the door. So you came. Okay. All right. So it's happening. You see him like shaking his hands. Okay, come in.
You okay?
Come in.
We brought fish.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
Come in.
Close the door. You
Yeah,
never know
we
who's
welcome.
listening.
Yeah, that's fair.
Brings you inside this little domicile. There's a nice wooden floor that's been laid out. This place looks very old but well kept. This looks to be just like a combination like kitchen, dining room sort of area. There's a hallway leading a bit more into the house. You guess there's probably at least like 2 or 3 more rooms. They're not huge. I don't have chairs or anything. I don't really do guests around here very
That's
often. Okay.
Logan.
We don't mind the floor.
Yes.
May I roll some sort of perception check to see if anybody's like hiding behind any like corners or anything like that, or spying on us?
This room is pretty open. There's not like any. There's not. So I'll give you, just because you seem curious, I'll give you a more specific rundown of like what the room might look like. How big would it be? Like relatively open. Everything here's open. It's like 35 feet long-ish, 30 feet in the other direction. Then there's a hallway going down. You see some doors that are closed. But there's no closets. There's nothing big to hide behind. There's wooden pillars supporting like the middle of the room, like 3 of them running through the middle of the room. But it's very vacant. If you want to do a quick investigation to see, just to look around, to look down the hall, to check the area, yeah, I'm not going to say no. You go ahead.
Any like windows that people could be peeking through?
There's only a couple windows, and they're pretty apparent what's outside. But like I said, roll me an investigation check, and we'll
Take from there. That's a 5.
Well,
I'm very good at. I was hoping for perception. You see.
well, you were investigating, so. No, there doesn't really seem to be. The main issue here is there's not really anything to hide in or around in the house. Looking outside, you see some trees. It's getting dark. Even with your dark vision, you don't really see much. Roll me perception. Let's see if it makes you happy. Roll me perception too. No.
That will make me happy. Well, depending on the roll. Well,
Oof.
didn't make me happy.
There you go.
Vogan's so confident that this place is secure. This is Fort Knox.
Oh, this is
This
really well fortified.
This Nephilim seems
Looking around, being like,
One sec.
no, it's
I'm gonna check. Looks out one of the windows, comes face to face inches with Fosh, who's just like, "You forgot your fish." Gives it to you, walks away.
Thank you.
You left it
Sorry
back
about
there.
that. Thank you.
Is
Yeah,
there
it's really,
a
really,
chance?
really well fortified. Ain't nobody looking in here.
I
This
don't know about
Nephilim
that
seems
boogie.
really freaked out compared to the others. Is there a chance I could possibly roll like an insight check to see if he's like anxious because he's telling us this information, if he seems to feel like he's in danger?
Sure.
If there's okay.
I mean, he seems frenetic, but without knowing the default state of this person, like, he seems just anxious. Like,
Okay,
he
it
basically
doesn't
came,
seem like-
what you gather is he came to you guys basically being like, there's a conspiracy. Come talk to me if you're interested. And you have, and he
Cool.
seems like he's just winding up and like, okay, it's actually happening. Like, there's a part of this guy that
Okay.
clearly didn't actually think that you'd show up and engage in whatever he thinks is going on.
Oh my god. Okay, cool. Alright, we're all ears.
Okay, all right. You sure no one followed you? No one's listening?
Oh, I'm sure. I checked.
Good. The tribunal has kept hidden. Their lore keeper was taken almost a week ago. They've been telling everybody it only happened within the last couple of days. But it was over a week ago. I know. Because I've done work with them, and I lost contact that long ago. I believe that the tribunal's deceiving us. I think it is just, you see him like shaking his hands and making gestures. When he says this, they clench. I think maybe there's a chance the tribunal are actually working with those last outsiders towards some goal they won't share. I think. I don't think that the Colletes was stolen. I think he went with them by choice.
May I ask you a loaded question?
That would be quite
I
the
was
story.
Logan, while they're telling that story, could I just do a little quick perception to really make sure no one's listening? Just kind of.
You don't trust me?
No.
Of course I do. I just want to have a little look. And also, how would you know? I'm just subtly looking. You don't know, Vogan. Shut up.
You could roll investigation.
I gave my guarantee that this place was safe. How dare you?
I trust
My Vogan,
trust
no
my eyes.
last name guarantee.
Yeah.
I trust my eyes that I didn't see anyone coming in, so I'm good.
I trust Vogan implicitly.
I don't.
You don't find anything that raises any alarms.
Okay,
See?
cool. I just wanted to make sure. I'm
Matt-
silently doing this. Calm down.
This is a big open room. There's no version of this that you are like that the others would not be aware that you are sneaking.
You don't see anything, Boogie.
May
I don't-
I ask you a bit of a loaded question, just off the bat?
Yeah.
Would your tribunal benefit from having a large ability to cause damage? Like, would they be interested in a weapon
Or an army.
or an army? That's kind of what I was dancing around.
Is that
Nephilim
what the
seem like
outsiders are after?
We believe so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of constructs. No, they were not constructs. I'm wrong. Shoot.
I don't know anything about what they're after, really. I've only heard what everyone else has heard.
What led you to this conclusion that you think the tribunal might be working with them?
Because there was no real sign of a struggle. The Fault Knights, they've never failed to stop and ward any attack on us before, so I don't understand how these outsiders could get out with one of us. And I have it on good authority. Kalatis, I think that he found some things that he wasn't supposed to. I think that the tribunal learned something. They've all been acting cagey recently, and I don't know why. I don't know why they would lie about when Kalatis was stolen. I don't know why they wouldn't raise more of an alarm about it, and I don't know why they wouldn't raise an attack and send some people after him to try to get him back. They seem to be really easygoing about it.
That does seem strange. I do agree.
It's very... I'm not sure if we've had this information before, so if we have, Logan, you can just tell me. How long has it been since that spiral appeared?
What?
The main spiral.
The mid-spiral, they said that was the first thing. That was like the beginning.
That was here before any of us.
Yeah, we learned that earlier.
The mid-spiral is where this whole place comes from.
Let me look at this fucking letter again. Gregel Gagor, are you making me feel crazy? Maybe.
I mean, talking to him makes you feel crazy.
I heard. I have access to the Sun Keep, where the tribunal meets. And I had heard a few of them talking about how more outsiders showed up, and they're planning to take action to try to do something about you. Which is why I thought I should warn you.
What kind of action?
I don't know.
We be looking for? Why?
Because I don't.
No. I mean, why would they
is
want to?
asking why would they? Yeah.
Why would they want to take action against us?
Because if they're hiding something, and if they're working with those people that came here, and if you're against them, you might blow this whole thing wide open.
Well, it sounds like we gotta blow it wide open then.
I have been campaigning that we're here to kick their ass for quite
I was hoping you might say that. Because I have a way that we might be able to prove it.
Okay, I'm listening.
Huh. Yeah. You see, all the places here, right? They're all passed down. We build new buildings, but this place was built a long time ago. And this place I'm in, that I live, was built by somebody that, well, they might have been working on the old tribunal maybe, or I don't know, but under this place, there's what I think is a passage that goes straight under Pezodromos. Goes right to the Sun Keep's well of records where the lore keeper worked. And I bet if we got there we could find whatever's going on.
You're brilliant.
There's a problem though.
Okay.
And this is why I didn't do it myself. The passage under here, I'm pretty sure that's where it goes. But there's a chamber. A bunch of people have to do something to open it up together, and I've never wanted to tell anybody about it. And I don't know how to do it myself. I can't do it myself. But you guys, I mean, look at you. You're armed to the teeth. You've probably done this kind of thing before. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We've led a little bit of a thing against those in charge before.
So, like, if you could open up that passage below here, then maybe we could get into the Sun Keep and we could figure out what's going on.
Are there any specific symbols in the passage?
Oh, it might be better if I just show you.
Sure.
Yeah, lead the way.
The problem is, the mechanism doesn't... It's weird. The room's got a thing on it. If too many people are in there at once, the whole thing sort of shuts down.
So we have to split up?
Well, I mean, it's not that big. You're just gonna have to pick only a few of you. Is the thing. I need 3 people. There's these 3 devices, and if you mess with them individually, they don't do anything. And if you try to bring more bodies in, I did once. I brought more people in to show them. The whole thing wouldn't even open up if there was too many people in the room. It's old tech. I don't know why.
Old tech.
Old tech, you say?
The old
So
Nephilim.
Flux.
It might have been built by the same sorts that built the old vaults. I don't know.
Do you mind if I go with Flux and Miriam? Maybe?
Yeah.
Why? Don't you trust me?
Oh, no, it's not that. It's just anytime something says Miriam going away from me, I have to bring up the fact that I need to stay with him, and then you all get mad at me.
Well, then you go.
I will. I would love to.
Yeah, but I don't like the idea of you alone with Miriam.
I've been alone with Miriam so many times.
And I hate it every time. Flux, if he gets out of line, will you kill him?
If he is a present danger to Miriam, then yes.
Alright, cool, thanks.
What about the other way around, Flux? What if that was someone's a danger to me?
Oh, then it's too bad.
I would put that to a party vote.
You brought me from the brink just for this, Flux. You denied me my rest for this.
Holy shit.
I apologize. Was that bad? Should I put you back?
No, please,
You
no.
made me gaze upon the image that was fucking this giant-headed Flux. Bringing me back from death.
You ate my spiritual body for this.
I did what?
Don't
You
worry about
curse
that.
the rest of my existence to nightmares of you for this!
Don't worry about it. Tendrils came out of the mouth and grabbed me. Don't worry about it. I'll go with you two. I think that's great.
Can the 3 of you come here?
Oh, certainly.
You'll have to tell me what's down there. I'm unfortunately severely curious, and Fenris is going to cast Death Ward on all 3 of them.
Oh, nice. A whole bunch of death wards.
No.
Warding you up.
What?
Yay!
Giant.
Yeah.
I would like to diant.
Hell yeah.
Fenrir?
Remove it from... Never mind.
You're glitching out so much today, and it's really funny.
Crap. What is
Thank you,
I
Fenrir.
need to figure out what's going on here.
Might just be
Cable or
Discord.
something?
Who knows?
Yeah, it could just be a weird internet day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are
We're
death
getting the
warded.
majority of what you're saying, so you're okay.
So Miriam, Flux, and Nemric.
Yep.
What could go wrong?
We're doing this. We're doing this. We're gonna blow this whole thing wide open.
He like rubs his hands together.
Oh, didn't think this day would come. Okay. The passage down is out in the shed, so I guess let's go do that. Let's go. Oh, I'm nervous.
You've got this.
You guys,
Fancy.
What you gonna do in the meantime?
I got food and there's fruit in here. You can do what you
Miriam,
want.
do you want to make your mansion before you go?
No, don't waste that magic. Keep yourself alive. We'll be fine in here.
Mm-hmm.
We don't
Also,
need
what kind of
luxury.
fruit?
Wow.
Well, I mean, there's like apples and he snaps his fingers. Some bites
Do you have?
and
Oh,
a few of them, yeah.
Some bites.
Sun.
that was the fruit
bite.
that we
No,
brought.
it's some bites.
Sun bites.
Is it some bites?
Some bites.
Like with an M?
SUMBITTES. Some
That's
bites.
fucking
Some bites.
It's some bites.
some bites.
Hell yeah.
I love it.
Have some bites.
Get help.
What do they look like?
They look like tiny little handheld watermelons that have like a yellowish color to them and like little polka dots running all down them.
It's cute.
Cool.
You could make like
Oh.
melon bread out of these things.
Yeah. You guys haven't tried to eat any, so you have no idea like what their consistency is, but you've seen them a couple times.
Well, after you come back to us, after the group discovers that this sort of is heckin' under here.
Yeah.
The sword of try to...
After you discover that this is Vecna.
I gave up! I didn't want to mess up.
Everybody look at it's a sort of dare.
Damn!
The sort of.
I'm just gonna be over here looking
I
over.
love you so much.
I'll get my key.
I'm a
You meet me up by the shed whenever you're ready. You three.
Awesome. I just have one question before we go out.
Yeah?
What's theosite?
You like.
That's. Ooh, what are you trying to do? Who told you about these? Why
A
do
few
I know?
people have mentioned it, but haven't gone into detail.
Yeah.
You see him like take a key.
That's what they made everything out of. Oh, okay. Right. I guess. I don't know a lot about it. But what I do know about it is you're carrying a bunch of it.
Oh.
The constellaquaries.
Yeah.
Oh.
The constellaquaries are made of theosite.
Okay, that's all I needed to know. Let's go.
Okay.
You see their eyes widen.
No,
and it's like,
wait up.
huh. Like they expected something more sinister.
All right.
Takes you guys out to the shed that's just across the road, unlocks it, pulls it open. You see nothing's being stored in here, except for this passage that goes down under the underneath the entire house. I would like to have those three in a separate call. The three that are going under. The rest of you, please go to Dungeon 1, and I will speak to you probably shortly. I just gotta kill these three. I'm just gonna throw them in lava.
Okay, that's
Just
fair.
gonna
Alright,
drop them in some
bye.
lava. It'll be great.
Sick. Bye, everybody.
We're gonna fucking die.
It's gonna be great. They're gonna be so sad.
So, you three, you are brought down to the basement, which, at first there's a single large chamber that it looks like there's some pots and urns and whatnot that are stored in here. This individual moves forward and they're like, this place was originally, I think it was built just to look like it was like an underground storage area, but he goes over, you see him push a brick, shift it to the side, and then you see there's a handle underneath that he pulls, turns, like all the way around 180 degrees, and then lets go back into the wall. And a section of the wall, very silently, slides out to the side. And you see a 10-foot wide passage leading into a central room that doesn't seem to have a whole lot in it, except for a single stone circle that is on the ground in the middle of it that looks large enough for maybe a couple people to stand on. And there is a table that looks to be made of wood reinforced with metal, upon which there is a large basin on top of some kind of stone device that is built into the table and goes down through the table into the ground below it. He walks over to it.
Okay, so you're gonna understand my problem. So, I'm pretty sure. I think, based on some notes I found from the guy that lived here before, I think this goes where I think it does. But. It's better if I just show you.
He walks over, and he puts his hands on both sides of this basin, and you see him push his hands inside little indents on it, clasp his hands, and you see him just pull out with both of them. And as he does, these two little handles pop out the sides of it, and three walls, one on each of the sides of the room. So on one, this is it's a kind of a circle. The corners are rounded in this room, but there's four walls. One of them has the path that you just came from, and then on the other three, walls slide open, revealing at the end of each. Two of them are about 10 feet, 15 feet deep. The other one is about 30 feet deep. You see at the end of each, there's what looks like a large, almost looks like a cross, kind of, but it's not a cross. Like a stone little monument that has all sorts of ornate little details on the end of each one. And depicted on each appears to be images of very crude images of the Eidolons, of 12 little reliefs that are, again, very old, worn down, not very much detail, but you can vaguely tell that some of them are supposed to be like Horos, and you can vaguely tell like Vestius is one of them, running up the lengths of them. He's like, the main problem is that I think we have to do something with those, but if I out here try to go to them, and he like releases the handles, those walls slam shut. I can't get to them. It's only one of me. And if I bring too many people into this room, they don't open. See my problem?
There are 12 of them.
Indeed.
Here, I'll give you I will specifically give you guys a map, which I prepared just to help visualize the room.
Excellent.
Because I knew that the description might get a bit muddy. So it's boom, boom, and... Where are you?
Can you think of any reason as to why there are 12 depicted here?
Where's
What,
Mariam?
instead of the 8? It's the additional 4.
That's what I was thinking, but I didn't think that was common knowledge, though they are Nephilim.
Not only are they Nephilim, but a lot of the structure of the city looks like it was pulled from the previous age.
Definitely.
If not even earlier.
It's just,
Indeed.
there was the information that got brought back from Honokuni where we had seen all of those, but even then, at that point, we're missing 4, are we not?
Let's see.
I could be wrong. Could be very wrong.
There are 12
I think
Eidolons.
Okay, how many things did we see in the tower in Honokuni?
The Eidolons and a bunch of things that weren't Eidolons.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, just making sure. My brain.
No, you're going down whatever train of thought you want. I'm just pointing out that the consistency here is there are 12 Eidolons, and these are depictions of the 12 Eidolons.
Thank you very much.
Heck yeah.
Interesting.
So does each of these crosses have, multiple Eidolons
Yes,
depicted on it?
each of them has the 12 depicted on them somewhere, but they're all very large, and they are all they each have like a lot of little indents and little ornate little bits like trimming on them and stuff that makes them all look relatively complex. If you want to get a close look at them, you'd have to go get a close look at them.
All right. So, who wants to go where?
I will go wherever I am needed. If you'd like, I can go first to see if it's safe.
Sure.
Guess I'll go toward the middle one. Is there any kind of
yes, I'll know
check
that
I
at
can
this
do
point
to...
he will put his hands
sorry.
back in, pull the handles out, reopen the doors so that you can go in. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I guess I'll slowly move toward the middle hallway and just look out for anything like in the walls and floors that might indicate like a trap panel or something like that, like a pressure plate or
Roll me
tripwire
investigation.
or whatnot. Sure. Would that be ancient investigation?
Not if you're just looking for things on like with traps and stuff.
All right. Bleh.
Doesn't seem to be
Pretty
anything,
good.
any traps or whatnot. The walls seem relatively like flush. There's not a lot going on in the way of like anything built into them. As you walk up to it and reach the end of it, you do see that there is seems to be a small compartment. I'm gonna just tie that investigation in with looking at the object itself. There seems to be a effective compartment on it that you see there is a slot that someone could fit something either hand-sized or roughly that size into it, but it's dark enough that it's difficult to see into it. Mariam, could you roll me a
I notice
wisdom?
you're not dead.
Could you roll me a wisdom check, Mariam?
Yes.
Right job.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Mariam, you're the only one that could have made this check. You, in your think box, I can't tell you what it is, but something in the back of your mind's like, I have seen this precise kind of construction before. This mechanism, this arrangement of of elements, you feel like you've encountered it before, but you can't quite place where, unless you do. But you're the only one of the three.
The hallways seem relatively safe as far as traps are concerned. Seems to be like a small slot on the front of this construction. I probably could fit a hand inside or something of a similar size.
Oh, go ahead.
This reminds me of something.
Master Merriam, do you think I should put my hand inside?
Hold off for a second.
Roger, roger.
Was it near Summergrass? No.
Go right ahead.
So evil.
You can handle it.
Mary's gonna pace into the one on the western side and just kind of gaze intently, and while he's doing that, he'll just call over his shoulder. You said you brought in other people before and they wouldn't even open, right?
Yeah.
So tell me, why didn't you just have some of them leave and keep a few of them?
I got paranoid. As soon as I saw that it didn't work, I thought something was gonna go wrong, so I just got everybody out and then didn't think about it much till later.
I'll make my way into the right one. Is there another slot in this one too?
If you guys investigate those with Flux's direction as to what to look for, yes, there is in fact in each of them.
What do you two think?
I could
Was
attempt
it the
to.
Minotaur? I've seen these somewhere before, but last time, yes, that sounds familiar.
Oh?
We had to hold these, and then Vogan nearly died.
You've done this before?
Something similar, yes.
What happened with the Minotaur?
It was very upset.
Perhaps should we have our friend come into one of these then, and someone else hold the other?
What do you think, Miriam? How did that go last time?
I mean, we all lived.
Wait,
That's what you're asking.
What do you mean a Minotaur? Do you mean like a minute? Where did is it gonna
That
be?
was
What?
That was when Fenris got the gloves, I think. Several of us had to go in, and the doors shut behind us. This was only like a month ago, and it's killing me.
I'm starting to remember this.
But Miriam was the only one that was there for that.
Yeah.
Everything's so bad juju all the time. I can't remember if this one. Fred, you might die if we touch these.
Huh! And he releases his hands as soon as you say that out of fear. As he does, the walls slam shut.
Oh no.
Okay, but we
yell-
haven't touched these.
Great job, Miriam!
You guys can't hear each other.
At all?
No way.
I'm like,
You're yelling through two solid stone walls. So guys, I'm gonna let you ruminate on that for a minute as these slam closed and you are trapped in your own little cubbies. I'm gonna get the others back. Could you mind going to one of the dungeons real quick, just so we can keep them in rotation? In fact, jump into theirs. Tell them to come back. I'm gonna move him up into dungeon 1 just to. You go into dungeon 1. Tell them to come back here.
It's full. It won't let me. Oh wait, is it going?
Hey.
Hey, are they dead?
Yeah, they're dead. They died. All right, so I want to know what are you guys doing?
That's a
Chilling.
good question.
Chilling?
Chilling, yeah. Yeah, vibing.
Looking
vibing.
around, snooping.
Looking around, snooping, yeah.
I would
trying
be
to take
doing
a-
Sorry.
Trying to get a
go
short rest in, at least mechanically.
You guys can get a short rest.
Sick.
The whole
I-
group spent the whole day kind of doing nothing, so you get a short rest, everybody. Bam.
May I spend my hit dice as
Yes.
well? Cool.
Mr. Leba.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy.
Reading my holy text as I do, and thinking, would I be?
Ooh.
How do I ask this question?
I'll take that.
Would it be to my understandings that the magic of like gods is stronger than the magic of like per se the cards that we were involved in?
Divine intervention and whatnot is typically more powerful than the deck. Yeah.
That's the answer I was looking. That is poggers. Yes. Okay.
Absolute poggies.
That's great.
I am happily reading my book, cheering myself on. Fuck yes. Okay, cool. Turns page.
Is there a stove?
Are we starting? Are we gonna try the sunbites? Are we?
Oh
doing
hell yeah! Of course.
I
Of
wanna
course, we're
try
trying the
it.
sun bites.
Vogan?
I was gonna ask if there was a stove or something.
Yeah.
Nice. So
Cook up the
I
Hydra.
want to start my journey in making Hydra curry.
Oh my
I
god.
love you.
I'm not going to intervene or anything. I'm just going to look at the cooking very proudly.
Are you guys trying any of the stuff that's already in there? Or you're gonna let that happen?
I mean, we would probably be trying the sunbites around the time that he's like starting, because like that's something that Fenris has been thinking about since they came in here, and she knew there were some bites here.
Okay. I can.
Nom 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 nom.
I'm
nom.
Some bites.
Well,
You're not trying any
I
of them?
guess. Hold on.
No, I'm not.
We break it open. What does the inside look like?
The
like to-
inside is very pear-like.
What's the texture?
It's pear-like.
Ooh.
Oh, I fucking love pears.
Does this seem like the type of thing that we could eat the rind? Does the rind
Yes, though
seem
it feels
edible?
melon-like on the outside, it is a very, very thin skin.
Okay.
Coupling that with the
I'm
fact that you
gonna-
can technically eat watermelon skin, even though most people choose
It's-
not to.
It's smaller than a
Gross.
hand fruit, right?
It's like a bit bigger than an apple, smaller than a watermelon.
Okay. So it is a hand
Chomping
fruit.
in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will break one in half to do the investigating. I will give half of that broken up one to Lexi.
Guess I'm helping investigate. Pull out my giant
Yes.
magnifying glass. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
so
that's
smart.
that's the vibe.
Looks like the inside of a fruit.
Are you sure you don't want to try any, Vogan? I could always just feed it to you while you cook.
I'm good.
Aw.
Thank
Okay.
you.
It smells very good, by the way.
As
Does
you,
Sunder have any?
yeah, Sunder will try it.
Ah.
As you guys are having stuff, as you guys are eating, a little bit of time passes because you're cooking. The others are downstairs, presumably trying to solve whatever puzzle is put in front of them. After a minute, you hear the sound of the
Yum,
gate
yum,
to
yum,
the.
yum,
sh-
yum, yum.
And by after a minute, I mean like after like a while, a good 10 minutes or so. You hear the sound of the gate to the shed opening and then closing again, and you see the Nephilim return in, dusting themselves off, seemingly in no rush. Just, oh, okay. All right.
What happened?
Where the hell are they?
Where? Yeah, where are the others?
They're sorting that out. They're making
Are
progress.
they okay?
Yeah, they
Oh!
they didn't want me down there. They said something about they thought I was in danger or something, so they sent me back up.
Insight
that?
check.
I want to insight the shit out of that. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yes, and also I.
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
please someone
Ooh,
do better.
Fenris!
Why am
Roll
I
roll!
wearing the robe shirts? They're cursing me.
I need to take off
Yeah.
this sweatshirt. Hold
Need
on.
to take off our shirts, girls. Let's go.
All right, that'll do
Fucking
it.
femmes and thems. Let's go.
Let's go,
I-
thumbs.
I don't know how we got here, but I'm glad we are.
Okay, so those are your rolls.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Evidently.
Oh wait, can I
coulda
use my
guidance.
cantrip guidance? Yeah. Can
No,
I
you already
use-
rolled.
You already rolled it. You have to do it beforehand.
Yeah. Fuck.
Fuck.
You know what I will do,
Okay.
actually?
What will you do?
I'm gonna use Fortune of the Many. To...
I'm gonna use a point of lucky because I don't trust this hoe.
Can you do that after rolls have been done?
For lucky?
Actually,
No.
Kind of for
Fortune of the
bonus
Many.
thing. Yeah, lucky's fine. Yeah.
If I miss with an attack roll or fail an ability
Worth
check
it.
or saving throw, so it's like when I see the failure, I can potentially boost it up.
I'm not going to tell you, since this is insight, I'm not going to tell you if there's a success or failure, but I will give you the option of using that if you want to.
Okay. It'll only go up by 3, so it's an 11 total.
Okay. I mean, if they seem to be honest. They seem like they're coming back from something frenetic. They seem shaken. They got out of there in a hurry.
Okay. All right then.
You cooking? What are you cooking? Did you eat?
I'm
we
about
tried.
to.
We're about to try some of these some bits. Some bits?
Some
Am I saying
bites.
that right? Some bites.
I think.
Well,
What did I call them before?
Some bites.
Yeah.
Avi is pacing.
All right. Well, I need to de-stress. So,
And you see them, they go around, they go to another room. They come back with matches, they strike one, and you see them going around the room, start lighting some candles. It's also getting dark, so the room just begins to light up.
Cool.
Oh, and they sit in the corner.
what are you cooking? It smells very interesting.
Hydra curry.
Oh.
You wanna try some? When it's done?
No. Are you using stuff from here for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Is that okay?
No, you're welcome to everything. I'm just not used to that kind of cooking. Didn't know what you might have taken.
No, thanks.
Vogan, would maybe I have some?
Sure, you can have some.
Yes.
How long do you think till that's done?
Maybe 30 minutes.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh,
Why?
I could just use some food to calm myself down.
Are they okay down there?
Oh yeah, I'm just stressed. Wait.
Trust this boy at all.
Yeah.
Avi's
Actually,
I'm gonna
Logan.
go for a walk.
They stand.
No, I will go with you
No, that's okay.
if
you
you
stay
don't
here.
mind.
No, really, that's okay. You stay here.
No, it's okay. Let him go by
Please,
himself.
I'm
gonna give.
No, Fenris
unknowing-
Selbaron, I really must insist that you stay here.
And as you do stand, I would like everybody, apart from Vogan, to please roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Hey!
Yeah.
Hey!
No.
Yeah.
con save. Oh boy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I got no
Thunder.
modifier for this bitch. Okay.
Oh, Thunder, no!
Sunder.
What did you say?
Fenris, when you stand, you buckle briefly as the smell of the candles and something in the pit of your stomach causes you to become very temporarily queasy as you stand. A half an hour's just too much, guys. Come on. And as this happens, you hear the sound of something moving across grass, and a satchel is cast. Sunder, Lexi, and Aviana, you guys are way stunned.
Yeah, that
Ooh.
tracks.
You see what looks like a satchel that has a fuse on it get thrown in through one of the windows on the side.
Well,
And as it reaches the center of the room, you see this individual.
Oh boy,
Yeah,
okay.
yes?
Oh well, I'm not stunned, right?
No.
Could I thrown it out? Like it's got thrown in? Could I grab it and try to? Never mind.
Not really. I mean,
That's fair. It's all happening quickly.
Yeah. It gets thrown into the center of the room. As it does, you notice that as it moves by some of the smoke that's coming off these candles, the smoke seems to brighten. As it hits the center of the room, this individual puts their hand up to their chest. They pull it across it, and you see the form of the Nephilim burn away and reveal what looks to be, shocking, I'm sure nobody in this fucking call right now, will look to be the black clothes of what appears to be
Nemric.
one of the family members. As an illusion is pulled aside from them, as they push themselves backwards, as the room... The satchel explodes and detonates, and I'm gonna hit you all with a. I'm gonna throw stunned on a couple of you guys, and I'm gonna hit you guys with a, real quick with a check.
Is it a dexterity check?
Save. Sorry, but yes, it will be.
I'm going to burn a times guardian to have advantage on that dex save.
You got it.
Why? Wait, it's a different ability. I'm stoopy. I mean, times embrace. Why am I like this?
I can't wait until
They're similar.
I can't wait until the others see that you guys are gonna make saves and go like, uh-oh, heckin', because they're dealing with their own thing right now.
Not bad.
Let's see, who is it? So Lexi, Avi, Sunder. Vogan, you're fine.
When you're
Fenris.
done. Sorry, Hebabe.
Yes?
Would I have time to cast a cantrip
Nope.
on myself? Cool. I will never use this cantrip for anything!
What cantrip?
Quicken. It basically gives me a 1d8 to initiative.
We're
I
not
mean,
rolling initiative.
You're not rolling initiative right now.
Not yet.
But that's why I wanted to start thinking about it now, so I can be concentrated. It's fine.
They're
We're ahead of the
effectively
game.
surprising and coming after you. There's not really like a turn to cast it.
That's fair.
Heckin', one sec while I
Nothing
get the roll.
ventured, nothing gained.
I wouldn't worry too much about initiative. Boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom.
we're all dying.
Oh,
I wouldn't worry too much about initiative.
TPK.
That's the tone I was imagining for sure.
You won't have time to worry about that. All right. How?
Oh boy.
And that we need that. Sorry, that was taking me a minute here, guys. Oh, yeah, I knew that was coming. And
I'm just staring at the pretty art.
yeah,
Yeah.
a family
I'm
crowd
checking it out.
mask.
so cool.
So fucking cool.
They
Has
do,
me-
as this
you're
happens,
so
as it burns
talented.
away, they do also pull out a twin blade that is on their back. They do step back, moving out. Just for the purposes of what we're doing, for the sake of this, I did settle on that rename for the tiefling I wanted. People at home, much to the tune of what we're doing with everything else, tieflings from this point on are going to be referred to, and it's going to slip out, as Haddislin.
Haddislin.
Or Vicebound,
Haddislin.
colloquially. But
Or what?
Haddislin. Vicebound.
Vice bound.
Vice bound.
Yeah.
Where would you say where in the world would each be appropriate?
Just people might call them different things. It's in the same way that,
okay.
like, Anaratos might also be referred to as, heckin' Virtueborn. They just, some people might, literally in universe, some people might find that word to be too chunky and just be like Vicebound.
I was gonna say, I think Vogan would say vice bound.
Sure?
Okay.
But, no more tiefling. Boom!
Cool.
Auto fail, but it wants me to roll it anyway, and you know.
I get to roll it as normal. Not
Listen here,
probably.
Sneaky.
Fail. Let me know if I do fail, so I can maybe use Fortune of the Many to possibly get ahead of it. I do.
You succeeded.
Woo!
Fenris,
Oh.
Yes. Oh, beans.
you gonna make the
Sorry.
save?
No, I'm not.
I say nay.
If I don't roll
You,
it,
the only person who had advantage,
No!
or the only one who I mean, the others auto fail.
Oh, sure, coming off.
So Vogan succeeds. So everybody, as it detonates, I need you all to mark this on your own sheets, just because I don't have a thing programmed in for it. But those of you who failed, you take 29 points of fire damage. Those of you who succeeded, you take that would be 14 points of fire damage. And those of you with evasion, evasion doesn't work when you are incapacitated, I believe, so you will take the full amount despite it being a dexterity save.
Fine, I'm still a beef.
24, right?
What? If you for
How
the
much
full amount,
damage?
29.
Yeah. Oh, 29, sorry.
Yeah, 14 for the halves.
Okay.
So, how do you adjust it? Shoot.
You just hold down control and scroll wheel on your current HP. I just like plugged it into my calculator real quick. I'm like, this much? Cool.
Dude, I did that too. I was like, okay, this is how much I have minus this much. Okay, that's what I'm at. Like,
So all of you deal with that. Also deal with that on Sunders. He also failed it because of being stunned. As an explosion erupts from it and destroys the room, as it does, as smoke pours around the area. And I'm not calling for initiative, so don't get too hyped up here. As smoke pours around the room and it is destroyed, you hear the clamoring of footsteps, the opening of doors that were previously closed as more bodies begin moving within this space. As this happens and as you guys take that damage, you go ahead and stay here, but I'm going to pull the others back in real quick.
Oh, Lord.
So don't be dodgy. Don't tell them what happened.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Wish I didn't.
See the thing.
Why did I get stuck with the fucking rogues with their cursed shirts?
I brought him back.
Shut up.
Guys.
So potatoes.
Hello downstairs, people.
Hi.
You feel the ground shake and hear a
Oh, great.
Uh-oh.
First, the air starts
Well,
running
that's
out.
not a Minotaur.
I wanted to know, is there anything that you guys wanted to do?
I cast Dimension Door and go to the other side.
Okay. As you do that, I am going to very quickly need to throw something up. I guess that thing would have shared with you, wouldn't it? So you guys probably have a vague idea of what happened up there.
Some guesses.
Yeah.
We have
I'm
some
looking for a
plum
few
ideas.
things.
What? No, you don't know anything.
We're fine.
no.
I'm glad.
No, so little. Call me Jon Snow.
Hey.
We got to try some bits. Some bites.
Jon Snow, you don't know anything.
You want some
bud.
bits? You could have just asked me.
Hey.
Fuck you, John. You don't know shit.
You don't know shit. That was it. Fuck you, John. You don't know shit. All right. As you teleport out, Miriam, I'm going to just pull that map up again real quick. As you do, there is an almost... Oh, I keep dragging you. Boom. Oh, I got you. You're up against that wall. Gotta unwall that wall. As you do so, and as you appear, there is a reflexive, almost immediate swipe in your direction. This is a reaction someone's taking. We're not necessarily in combat yet. In reaction to what looks to be a glaive coming at you, is there anything, Miriam, that you would like to do?
Glitter!
Gotcha!
I'll just roll a d10. Yeah. -3. They're gonna hit me.
Miriam, quick.
Probably.
Let us help you.
Nat 1. Nat 1. Do it. Mr.
Nat
Purple
1.
Guy. Nat 1.
Yeah, glitter.
As a glaive swings
Yeah.
at you in the dark. You notice, by the way, the first thing you see is that the door that you guys came from is now closed. That wall
Rude.
is sealed from the other side.
So rude.
As a glaive comes at you, Miriam, what are we minusing from this? What did you roll? You rolled a
-3.
This hits you.
Of course it does.
Ooh.
But it doesn't crit. That's the positive.
Hey.
You're not
That's
Bogan,
good,
so
yeah.
that's fortunate.
You are struck for A total of 23 reduced to 20 damage as you see a crimson coat being worn by a individual. This coat is worn over black armor that you immediately recognize as being that of the family. They're holding a glaive with a very long black blade attached to it. They're more heavily armored than you're used to seeing. You see someone wearing this general look, Miriam. And and you note that the sealed door in the back, you briefly catch that there are two individuals also who are in this room with you, raising up their weapons, banging on shields that they have on their arm. And these are like Captain America style shields that like are pointed and run up the arm as opposed to being like parallel to it, or as opposed to being perpendicular to it. They're parallel with the arm. Carrying gun blades. You notice they smash them against them, point them towards you. They also seem to be more heavily armored. You see two individuals dressed with just this general attire.
Oh.
Yo!
They've got such
God,
big hair.
these designs
Yeah,
are
so
getting
hair.
better. Better and better.
Fuck these family members and their style. God damn. So fucking
Now
sick
we
of
feel
me.
underdressed. We
hate
should have
them.
gotten clothing from the Nephilim.
I hate them for the
As they
monstrous
strike
things
towards
they do, and
you.
also I'm jealous.
As they swing towards you, you see this individual has a not sadistic, but very elated look on their face as they strike at you, as this family enforcer attacks towards you. Outside, you guys see bodies moving in the smoke as the structure and the roof has been blown off. The stone walls are still standing. You see individuals similar to these ones stepping out, drawing weapons, surrounding the group. Those of you who are stunned, you do recover from it basically immediately, and find yourself standing up, getting ready to attack whatever's happening. And as much as I'd like to engage in theatrics, I actually think that in this moment, with a standoff with family members who had waited to ambush you all about to begin, I'd like to call game there for this week. Because we're past 3 hours and I don't want to start a fight now.
But it was just getting so good.
I'm so hungry.
Wow.
But you were Vogan.
Spencer.
I'm so glad that I'm safe.
really hungry.
Oh,
how dare you.
You gotta
The
eat
only
before
spoiler
game,
the
dude.
other side needs to know.
I did.
Well,
I did eat before game.
You gotta have little
I'm just
snacky
also
dudes.
hungry now. Huh?
You gotta get
Some
little
of us
snacky
are odd
dudes.
people.
I didn't have time to get
Oh.
snacky dudes.
Yup, just get a bowl of all. That's
God
exactly what I was
damn
thinking
you.
of, Carrie.
I'm
I
so
But
don't-
also,
glad that
we've been
Yeah,
playing for like
fuck.
3 hours, so I feel like it's probably a good time to call it anyway.
The amount, no, totally. I'm trying desperately to keep us under 4 hours, but fucking, the moment you were like, he was heading out to take you down there, downstairs, the moment you were like, yeah, just one more thing, I was just like, oh. And then you did the side thing, I was like, okay. like I'm very, very embodying them. It was like sweat runs down side of face, like hand going
literally-
towards invisible blade. What's the aside? Hand goes down.
I was literally saying while we were over there that whenever Vogan mentioned, "Hey, Miriam, you want to bring up that house or whatever, that mansion?" That I'm just like, Logan was sweating when that happened, probably.
Oh my god.
I was
yeah.
actually a little bit hoping you would, so that if anything happened downstairs, you guys would be in a fucking another dimension and couldn't hear any of it. Because then they would have just prepared themselves like around the door and been like, the moment they step out of this void, we're getting them. Fucking so that would have been a blessing in disguise.
That would have been great. I'm glad I didn't eat one of them.
I had to know.
Yeah, all the food there was poisoned. That's why That's why they were like, hecking. How long will that take? About a half hour, and they're like, ooh, the ones downstairs might get out with
Something. Sometimes you gotta ask yourself the question: you want to put D&D or not?
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. I gotta change the way the text is so we can see it better. Yeah, this is gonna suck though, because like we don't have game next week. So.
Yeah.
Oh
We could
no!
Let's change our week.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, let's
This
just
is the
let's
first
just
Saturday of
switch
the
it
month,
with
boys.
let's just
Fuck.
switch it with the 25th.
I can't believe you of all people, Logan, would ruin my curry. You
could just-
son
I'm
of a
sorry.
How
bitch.
could you do this?
Preemptively.
Dude, when you said that, when you were like, fucking, Logan, I think you're gonna like this, I was like, where's Vogan gonna get
I thought it was
pickles
either curry or
and cheese?
tacos.
Like,
Logan,
fucking
Logan,
yes!
imagine
I was like, where's he
imagine this,
finding
Logan.
pickles and cheese right now? Like, how's he gonna do this?
Pickles, cheese, and Hydra.
Yeah!
No.
Dude, I'd eat that sandwich.
Imagine
I
this though,
also
Logan. And we
don't.
have game next week. It's so great. It's wonderful. And then later on next month, we have the 25th and the 4th off.
Oh, it's damn.
I'm thinking
What?
we're,
Wow, then.
they're trying to convince me to do the moving stuff around with Hayden.
Oh, I see.
I don't know. What do you? Well, you know what? We can talk about that once game ends. If we want to have
Yeah.
the where are we switching stuff to discussion, we can briefly have that. I'm honestly open to that if you guys want to.
I'm not gonna lie to you though, Logan. I'm getting surgery on the 23rd, so I'm not gonna be great on the 25th. Like,
Okay, that'll be the poison just working its way through your system.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
It's totally in character.
Yep.
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
Oh,
The amount, yeah, no, fucking Hyper Saiyan. Whenever they walked up to you and the reactor was like a Nephilim, an individual walks up and you're like, I turn around and kill him. I was like, oh.
What good instincts there?
well, there you go.
Is this
That's the
is, are we?
great
Is this
instinct.
me playing fucking Trouble in Terrorist Town with Izzy or like?
It's the thing we were talking about the other day.
I should have given in to my murder
Oh
hobo.
my god.
Right?
A
It's
hoonch.
I got a hunch.
Yes. Dude, we were literally
I've
talking
got
about this the
sources
other day.
that say that they're not gonna talk to you. I'm like, who the fuck are you? That's like if I ran up to someone, I'm like, the mayor hates you. They're like, go on.
See, it was understandable with me because everybody hates me. So I'm like, go on.
I could have saved us all.
You could have saved
Okay,
us all.
people at home, people watching this back, we will figure out and post on Twitter and whatnot whether or not we're playing next week. But we do take one game off a month. It'll either be next week or the one at the end. The thing is, if we take the one off at the end, we're
Then
gonna
the
go.
first
Then
of
we're
the-
taking
gonna go
the
2
first
weeks
one.
without game.
Yeah, so that's ooh. I don't know if
Unless we
Yeah.
unless we decide to forego that and just like not take the week off next,
It'd
which
be a nice little break.
we just had a nice little break for a month and a week.
Listen, you can't have too many nice little breaks.
You can when it comes to D&D.
That's fair.
This is both
I
of
like-
your work ethics being
Prop
displayed
your
for
feet
all.
up. Just prop your feet up.
Fucking
Have a good
yup.
time.
You're
Yeah.
right though.
Oh, that said,
I
YouTube,
know I'm
fucking
right.
no major technical difficulties with stream today, guys.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's the
The
start. The
delay
start
really
always
seemed to
fucks me
work.
up. Yeah.
The delay really seemed to work in the start.
Yeah. All right. So, Ekin, people at home on YouTube, we're out of here. Good news, by the way. Anyone out there that hasn't checked out the latest development in the OGL situation, fucking go do it. Great news. The old OGL's intact and going nowhere. And they put it all into Creative Commons, and they can't go back on that. Woo! Woo!
It's so good.
You have no idea how good that is. The fact that there's the Creative Commons license, like that it's in Creative Commons now, is
Yeah.
that's it. Like they can't
That's
do
it.
anything to
That
it.
was
So good.
that was my favorite part of their announcement.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you, Hasbro.
Fuck you.
Yep. Suck
Like-
a dick,
Really?
man. Wow.
Really? Yeah. But
Yeah.
that said, go check out the normal things. Go watch the weekday streams. Have fun. I'm excited as fuck to get into this
Grounds.
next game and do this next little bit. Today was really fun, guys.
Oh, it was so
Yeah, it was a good
fun.
time.
Chad, I don't know
Yeah.
if y'all can care about the newest episode of My Heroes. I'll put this up on the Patreon if y'all want to go fucking check that
Yeah,
out.
go
Really
check
proud
that out.
of
It's
it.
really good.
I like
Yeah.
it.
Go check that out. And then also, while you're in a Patreon mood, check out the Nat19 Patreon also. Again,
Go see it.
go to all the Patreons.
Do it.
But the My Hero
Send
one,
your
the My Hero thing is
Patreon.
new and it is specific. So go do that one first. Unless I don't know. I don't
I
know how
heard
many of you are
Logan's
Bridge
in
fans
that.
at this point.
I heard Logan and Brad and so many other fucking people are in it. Like,
It's
goddamn.
true. I'm all over.
I got in it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Do
okay.
not see
We're
your
gonna
credit
end
as
stream.
girl or
Bye.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye.